We're live! Hello, friends. Welcome to Wednesday. It is Stars of the Shattered Skies. Time for our Wednesday Westmarsh D&D with this boy up here. Mr. Tom, take it away.
Hello. We are here. It is no longer Westmarch style.
No, it's not. Correct me, yes, please.
We are now following. We've all decided on some good characters we're gonna stick with here.
Mm-hmm. We played the demo, and now we're like playing the real game.
Yeah. This is when you've been doing the run around, do whatever the hell you want in Skyrim.
Oh
portion.
yes.
Now we're like, oh, we should probably do the main quest. All right.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, Alduin's pretty evil. Maybe we should do something about that.
Yeah. Do we want to do a quick little recap, or do we want to jump right into it?
I'm cool for either.
Yeah.
Does everybody remember what happened over a month ago?
Partially.
Wow,
Partially.
over a month ago. Shit.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Well, there was a battle that ended with the main boss not dying, but getting recruited.
Yes.
Not to our party, though.
No.
No, he's not
I don't know what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
He offered, and
I'm like,
then
oh,
he said
good.
no.
Oh yeah, because Ed, you were like running, you were trying to pick up your wife, and she was like falling down, but you caught her and you picked her up. And...
What did I do?
I don't. I was like, where did that happen?
No, Ed had to leave to pick up his wife at one
Oh,
point.
that
Oh,
happened.
okay.
Okay, now I remember.
Okay.
Okay. There was
Not in character. I was like, I don't have a wife on any of these characters.
a snake was killed by our Polaris, I believe so. She used a knife, or who did kill her?
She called the head out. She had a Mari shooter.
Oh, that's what happened. Okay, so Mari killed the
Stuck him.
snake.
Got Abathur on the wall.
Yeah.
Stopped her, found her brother Gerard. Big tearful meetup with Gerard, Kelder, and Polaris.
It's great.
Who Gerard, being a member of the Fangs of Revelation, who Polaris was a part of, Oreo is a part of, and all of that. Came through some useful info. Also, he is gonna go hardcore like video game when you finally get the bad guy on your side. He's not as good anymore.
Oh man!
Because he got a lot of power from that covenant, and now he's not really part of that covenant anymore.
Lame.
So
I want my money back.
it's okay. You guys wouldn't have him anyway. So the he revealed a couple points of interest at the end of growing powers that could threaten the balance, or just, you know, kind of wreck everything up, right? Essentially, one, far in the west, in the mire, there seems to be some kind of growing force. Really vague, doesn't have the specifics on it, but something of cataclysmic proportions could happen there, as well as another place to the east that we don't worry about. Sunday group, don't worry about that. Although if they fuck up, it'll probably still affect you guys. If either side fucks up, the other side will feel it.
Heck yeah.
So I think you can count on Sunday fucking it up.
We're sorry.
Yay, Sunday.
They are.
You guys can do
for
it.
anything to go by the prequel, the campaign before this one that's set in the same world, they decided to fuck everything up. They did
There are some circumstances that we cannot avoid.
They decided to backstab everything, kill Michaela's lover.
Oh, God.
No.
It's a lot of death.
Oh, not kill. Left alive. He's still out there. We'll get to that.
No! There's so much pain still behind it. I have in my calendar like, oh no.
So,
Is the Murder Cow?
Murder Cow is still at large, too.
Oh, yeah.
Murder Cow also. I just need to put Murder Cow in the threats grouping.
It hasn't made hamburger yet.
No, he's alive and could strike at any moment. That was Michaela trying to be nice, where it's like, all right, Jake, you rolled a random encounter. Michaela, what does he fight? And Michaela's like, cow. Like, and then the cow just one-shots him.
That's why you don't give me a choice to pick a thing that's gonna kill you, because it will kill you no matter what I choose.
That's amazing.
No.
So, Polaris decided to leave her brother and dad that she really doesn't want to deal with anymore. Maybe someday she'll like write him again and be like, "Hey, you guys want to get together?
I'm ready.
You guys want to
Not yet.
maybe like some Coney Island or something?"
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Coney Island, really?
Call it.
Chicken tenders.
Canon.
Heck yeah.
Canon.
But
So
for
canon.
now, she has departed.
Mm-hmm.
So, who are we all playing? Let's start with Ed, because I don't know the order.
I am playing Church. He is a... Let me get his character sheet over here so I have everything where I need to see it. Beep, beep, beep. It's just got to load for me. He is a Warforged Artificer level 5. He had a brief step into this campaign earlier with a group on a singular mission to hunt down someone for Rio, a hit job, as you will. Church is kind of a bit of a thick personality. I don't know how you want to. You want to put that together, but he's a little artificial in some ways. Doesn't completely understand what would synthetics call? What's like the word like meat bags, organic. Yeah, he doesn't exactly understand how the organics and their emotion and stuff. He follows a god called the Forge Father, which tasks him to constantly gain many funds to improve his body, and yeah, he is the Cold Hunter, the Cold Lone Hunter. Okay.
So deep.
Looks like tonight the lone wolf.
His edge is so sharp. Popcorn Rio.
I think the decision was just made for me. So yeah, I guess we're playing Rio tonight. That sounds cool.
If you don't want to, you don't have to.
No, that's good to be. I mean, we've got that between
whoever you're choosing. You're playing for the whole campaign.
Rio, yeah.
Okay.
So we haven't actually left to go west yet, right? This is before.
No, that's gonna be an adventure in all of its own.
By the way, I think you need to level Rio up, level 5.
I do. We got 5.
Mm-hmm.
I've got 5.
Better get your one fighter skill. It's called Hit Twice.
Man,
yeah.
It's amazing.
But it's amazing though.
It is.
It's my favorite skill.
It's the best skill in the game.
You
than once.
Swinging one sword was cool. What have you?
2 sword.
2 sword.
Oh man. No, yeah, we'll take Rio out, especially if he's level 5. Hell.
Everybody. I think also everybody will always just be level 5 from now on. That's just how we do things.
That's it.
Any new characters? Because I mean we've been doing the really low level shit for a while, right? Maybe we change it up. So tell us about Rio.
Rio. He's a very, very dark person. He has connections to the criminal underworld that led him to behead the leader of Bastion at behest of someone offering enough money to do it. So that happened. It was pretty cool. I went in and it was kind of a setup, but we improvised and took care of the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then left.
Which is pretty much this whole crew.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Polaris
We showed up
later, right?
Yeah. Showed up to turn the proof in and got betrayed. That was pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Almost died.
Goblins. Yeah, they're great. They're friendly.
They're great. They're awesome.
All right. Polaris. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself here?
I am the most important character in this campaign.
Yes,
No.
of course,
Or at least
yes.
I think I am.
True.
Yeah, you
So-
are.
So,
Big true. Big true.
Okay.
just, got daddy issues like any other typical 20-something-year-old girl. Changeling, so has identity issues like any other 20-something-year-old girl. Really huge flirt and is really good with the makeup considering changeling and 20-something-year-old girl, but is essentially prude at heart because has not yet experimented yet. So like any other young 20-something-year-old girl, she's the typical 20-something-year-old girl who could have been a dragon rider if it wasn't for the fucking Sunday group.
Oh.
Other than that,
Oofers.
Oh man, they murdered the shit out of that dragon. The fact that they could take down that dragon and its kids, impressive. Oh man.
So mad. They couldn't even leave me one.
No,
died.
they killed them all.
Anyways.
Rest in peace, Sylvia.
Yeah, so out to finally be on my own, and I still look like Rio's dead wife.
Is that just the default
That's
look?
just the way I like it.
Until Rio brings it up,
Cold
like,
and
hey,
dead.
what's the deal?
Yep. Great.
So, Oreo,
Yeah.
how's it going?
Oreo
Also,
is...
you made a fun pact with a little snake who is now gone, and you're out of that pact.
I'm out of the pack.
Not you, Oreo. Polaris.
Oh,
You
yeah.
didn't put any terms of ending the agreement.
Not yet, as I said.
Like all 20-something-year-olds, I just got out of a toxic relationship. So.
Yep.
Well.
Here is a snake.
Yeah. So, Oreo, she was known to be a drunken monk, quite of a really optimistic person. Sometimes talks about really weird nonsense, but something has changed recently and might have changed her ways and how she likes to live her life. And now she's been trying to learn a new class, a new way of fighting to improve herself.
Like all
And-
20-something-year-olds,
and now she's getting her mind cleared in one way or another.
Alright.
Yeah.
Who's also still in a pact with
With our dear friend Snaky Boy.
Who's
Yeah,
dead?
with her.
Who's dead?
Snaky boy.
Snaky Boy.
That's not one way to end your toxic relationships. Don't do it.
By just killing them. Sorry. Continue.
So, we will,
Do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
we'll do what we gotta do.
Oh, shoot.
We're gonna start. This will be a throw off, it's kind of like, is it even the same show
Yeah.
opening, right? Church. Where do you hang out? Where's like your place where you do your little work on yourself?
Yeah.
Do you have your own house in Bastion? Are you like just outside of Bastion? A little farther away?
Church pays a small sum to a shop owner to allow him to use a storage area, what was probably once a place where they kept some of their goods, attached to the roof of a building. It's about 2 stories up, and it's just like what looks like effectively like a shed attached to the top of a 2-story building. He would usually probably jump, building to building, Batman style. He's got his cloak kind of situation, and duck into this area where he has effectively made a small home for himself. There's no bed or anything, but it's kind of become a blacksmithy's of his own. There's a forge in here. Like on a low night, you would see through the wood boards of this shack the light sort of pulse from the forge within. Littering the walls are all kinds of pieces of metal. There's a scrap heap to the side of used bits that Church has discarded from his person, and there would be plenty of noise to come from this place during the long hours where Church would be working late into the night. But that's where he is.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's in one of those long nights, hard at work. Using your newfound gains, we're an undisclosed amount of time after the events of the end of the last
Battle.
session.
Yeah.
Could you just to start off, could you just give me an intelligence saving throw and a wisdom saving throw?
Oh, no.
Okay.
What?
Absolutely.
It's the oil. You
What
forgot
the
to give
hell?
yourself the
I will
oil.
hand you both. Intelligence saving throw. Oof. And a wisdom? That was my the intelligence was my good one. The
Oh, that
intelligence was
hurts.
my good one.
All right. So,
Damn.
Church,
Yeah.
you're sitting. What modifications are you doing right now?
I'm probably messing with something on one of my arms, like a place where I think I might have taken a little bit of damage from last time, and I think I could probably see like just a worn and torn. Every piece that Church removes looks like as though it's been on his person for a very long time, and he just sort of pops off this just almost rusted on the edges, completely roughed up and scratched piece of work, and underneath there's just like a I think almost like an arcane circuitry.
Gotcha. Is this your gun arm, or you're not as gun arm? Your detachable gun arm.
I'm gonna say probably the detachable gun arm.
All right.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
working
upgrading
on it. You're holding it, and it just maybe you put it down on a table. It just starts to walk off the table and starts to head out.
All right. As it heads out, I turn to it and I turn to it and I speak. Chapel, where are you going?
Oh my god! Are you kidding? That's amazing!
Pays no heed to your words.
Oh my god.
But you should probably go too. You should. It feels like the right thing to do. Head out this night.
Yeah, I think I'm like putting down a tool, like an arcane tool. I just like put it down the pile. Like Church has his cloak off, which was he never had off during the scene that we saw him. So you would just see sort of like the plates in the back are like exposed to that arcane circuitry. He'll just as he puts down one of the tools, it sort of clashes against the other pieces of metal. It kind of haphazardly tosses it, confused as to why Chapel would be moving out of the room. He would step towards the door and take his cloak off of probably a table that was sitting on. He'd just take it and over and put it on. And
I think we get the whoosh of the cape, and when the cape covers, yes.
Can you do me a favor, and in that voice say "rubber baby buggy bumpers"?
No.
No, why?
Oh my god.
So
This is so good.
as the cape goes in front of the camera, when we see the rest, we're not in the room anymore. Church, we see you standing just outside Bastion. Go headed up the mountain. Your arm reattached.
Yeah, I have Chapel.
And boom, there you are.
Okay.
You regain sense of yourself. Completely normal. You just have this like nagging feeling deep inside you. There's something out there you gotta go to.
Okay.
It's almost
Destiny.
unnatural. You haven't felt something like this before.
Yeah, I think he looks down at Chapel. Something new about Church too. He has a big, super long rifle on his back. It's almost like longer than it should be, but it looks like just a big steel rod. But it's definitely a rifle that's sort of loosed over his back with like a strap or something. But yeah, he'll look down at the arm where Chapel was, sort of realizing himself and feeling this pull, and he'll look down at the arm and up in the direction, and he'll say, "Forge Father, what is it that you want from me?"
Your arm responds to you and does like a shrug on its own. And
isn't that always the case?
So you get this feel you don't know exactly where you're supposed to. You know, if you followed the path, you could kind of figure it out more.
Don't die.
But you know, it's a bit.
I'm patting you on the back. Breathe.
You can do it, Kristen.
You know, a bit out of
Sorry.
It's about probably a day's travel out of Bastion, and you know, it's a little dangerous to go out there. Do you head out alone, or do you maybe hold off this call from the Forge Father?
Is this a? I want to see if I can. Can I roll an intelligence check on you Tom, is this? Am I supposed to? Am I other players I'm supposed to get, or I said to make this decision as Church? Church is a loner. Church is a loner. He's going.
A lot of people. What is it? We've gotten a lot from the other characters. We haven't seen Church that much in Church stuff, so I wanted to give Church a little.
Oh, I'm totally into it.
If you want to get somebody else, or if you want to run into somebody on the way.
I want to leave that up to I would be cool running into literally any of you, but I'm also fine with Church going on his own too. So I'll leave that up to you guys if you want to run into him.
Because Rio, you don't live in Bastion anymore, correct? You're also you're wanted.
Right. About that. The place I was gonna go is overrun by hobgoblins, so I don't know exactly at this point where he would be. Probably northerly in the mountains, probably.
Northerly. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you can't be too far from civilization because you can't survive if you aren't out here. But
what's your relationship like with mainly Polaris and Oreo?
Well, Polaris in particular.
Worked with Oreo before.
Yeah, Polaris in particular asked for help, and we went and had that encounter with her brother. So I think at that point it probably would be just tagging along with Polaris for a little while.
Are you two planning on heading west? Or this can be like a week after, and you guys are looking into it, following leads on. First, just crossing the ocean is going to be a pain in the ass.
So for a week, I've also been like forcing myself around you and your brothers. Like I'm all like, "Hey guys, we're the group now. Hey, yeah."
I don't think Tatsu would be too happy,
kind of like, being like, "Don't forget, I'm here."
Yeah, but I can't go into Bastion very often, so it would be very much like a smuggle in to see my family for a little bit and maybe get some errands done or grab some supplies and then head back.
Gotcha. Polaris is your Meals on Wheels.
Yeah, sure.
It's what you do for friends, right, Rio? Friends.
Right.
Yeah, you know what? We're gonna have everybody run in to our good friend Church here on the way.
Everyone.
Take us to church.
I'll worship like a dog. So Oreo. What's your late nights like now for Oreo? Because Oreo's not at the tavern as much anymore.
No, she wanted to see what she probably went back to where she was raised, like at the church that she was raised. Now trying to ask for like a redemption, forgiveness. She told the sisters that raised her like, "Hey, I would love to do what Zambor did, and how can I get on this new path, and what should she do?" So I think she was in the school for a while.
She went back up the mountain to the Goliath village.
Yes. Okay. So she is there. She's just soul searching, and I think she's just trying to find a new sense of herself. And definitely, she's been having sometimes some issues with her control. She is slightly much more nervous, slightly more tics, but she's trying to, in the best way, trying to use that tic for missing alcohol to learn something new, and just reading.
What have you filled the void of alcohol with? What's your what are you do? What's your coping mechanism here? What's your
murder?
Oh, I think her coping mechanism now would be actually more of like climbing, dangerous, like almost like too reckless of like mountain climbing. More challenging herself and trying to learn how to be in better control of herself and not let her succumb back to her old ways. Yes.
Gotcha. So I think we're actually gonna cut. We're gonna cut to Oreo right now. As we're far up, in a village we haven't seen before yet. Up near the peak of the mountain that Bastion sits on.
Yeah.
Sits a humble village of Goliaths, and I think we see you. You're kind of battered and bruised.
Yeah.
Sludging up through the thick, I don't know, probably like 1.5 foot snow.
Oh yeah.
But you're like 8 feet tall, so that's fine.
Yeah, I am.
And I think we just see one person just with their arms crossed, looking at you, just shaking his head. He says, Oreo, out again.
Yeah, yes, I am. Yes, you know, I need to get in the exercise. You can never make these muscles bigger, you know, like you can always improve somewhere that you need to improve.
I think it's as you two like approach each other, he's like, what's this? And he like looks, because you got scrapes and shit all over you, still kind of fresh. He's like, what are you doing, Oreo?
It helps me control myself, yes. The pain is just another way of making myself better.
And I think now we see this guy. He's completely sort of hairless, just this gray skinned, with like white tattoos on his face.
Yeah.
You know him. He's kind of been like your mentor since you came back.
All right.
Sort of disciplining you in a way of, or discipline, not like punishment, but like
guidance,
helping you control yourself a little more.
Yeah.
Like, he speaks rather bluntly. He says, "Oreo, have you found a purpose?"
It's a big question.
You know, I'm getting there. You know, slowly. Like,
has anyone found a purpose?
No,
I mean,
for the Goliaths, they all have purposes. You know, their culture-wise, they are very much like Oreo. You come back.
That's a big question.
You can stay, of course, but you're always looking to leave, Oreo. Do you plan on rejoining the people below?
Maybe if if some of them will have me, maybe I can redeem myself with them, because I am not finding anything here right now. I appreciate your help and everything, but I don't see anything continuing from here yet. I cannot go higher. I tried.
He just gives you just like a blank stare, and he says, "Then go. We've packed your bags."
Oh, okay.
Goes behind and flings it forward. He's like, "Jeez, we saw this coming. Oreo, you're always welcome back."
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Do not bring more attention to us. Next time you come back, you're to stay.
Promise. And
then he gives you a hug.
Oh, come here! I'm still a hugger.
It's like a kind of stiff hug. Like, you think maybe he does it more because he knows you like it, not that he wants to give you a hug.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, boundaries. That's a thing.
Yeah, he's like, remember, Oreo. You're a representative of us.
Yeah, no pressure, yeah. Of course I am.
Don't be like that heretic Ronai. That fool.
I will definitely not be like him. No.
Good. And he just turns around and leaves.
Goodbye and good luck. Let the mountains be with you.
No response as he just walks back to the little village.
Yeah. How I love this place. Sorry. Put my bag around me and walk around.
We go, you're climbing down. Ed, do you always have your arm attached, or do you let your arm walk around a little bit?
I think it has a little bit of a mind of its own at some times, and I kind of let it kind of jump around a little bit. That's Chapel. I let him do his thing.
I'm thinking Chapel is a little mischievous, little sassy.
Church definitely sees Chapel as a gift of a sentient gift of the Forge Father. So it's very close to having like a warlock having the pet, the familiar, to their patron.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's like on your shoulder right now. On your other shoulder, it's detached and moved over there. Like looks up every now and then. What almost has its own sensory.
What time of day is it?
It's dead of night right now.
All right, yeah. I think as it's jumping, yeah. Church like barely started moving, like maybe like tilting the head a little bit back and forth as the jumps happen. I think he would definitely say, "You sure are excitable tonight."
And then it just goes right back into its normal place. And then it just like shrugs again. That's usually what he does.
Okay.
Shrugs at you. Okay. And as you're going down, you see a familiar face heading down the mountain in one Oreo.
I think Church immediately goes into like an immediate like stealth mode kind of situation, where he's already like down, like all of his limbs are able to, I think, like push him down a little bit further, like almost Grievous style into the ground. But I think he would immediately start to come back up a little bit when he realizes who it is. Does he see the form of Oreo? We're on the mountain, right?
Yeah. So there's a lot of climbing, winding paths.
Yeah. It's at first like
the distance a little bit. You can take the shot right now.
Oh, I could take it now. No, like he was getting ready for that, but the minute he recognizes the figure before him in the brisk moonlight, he'll sort of lift a little bit and then come all the way back up to his standing form. Is she close enough for me to hear me speak, or would I have to shout?
You can shout a little bit. There's a light snow going on, maybe a little wind too.
All right, yeah. Or you're making your way down the mountain. You would just hear Oreo.
You just see like the eyes could get even bigger, and she pulls out her staff just because she didn't expect anything right now talking to her, and you just see her excitedly jump from the snow, almost like hopping towards you.
Like a dog.
Yeah. And she's like, Church! Oh my god! And whoa,
what? That's her hopping. And it just goes. It just goes everywhere. It just goes everywhere.
And she will definitely come, and if you let her, she will try to pick you up once more, like before when she first met you.
You're bouncing over back and forth, and I think he'll just murmur to himself, "Why is everyone doing that tonight?" Yeah, and then you immediately brace him and pick him up, and I think you just hear, "It is pleasant to see you here as well."
I'm so happy. You know what? I was just thinking about what is my new purpose, and seeing you here in the mountains, like, we might be going the same way, buddy. You and me.
I would most appreciate it if you would put me down, please.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Gotcha. I'll put you down.
Always a struggle.
Yeah, he sort of dusts off his cloak, just like one little dust there, and he looks up at you because you're. I mean, he's tall, but I feel like Oreo's still got to be a little taller than him for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, he'll like at least like a half a foot, and he'll look up at you and say, "What brings you to the mountain this evening?" I thought I would be alone up here.
I thought so too. Since our last meeting, some stuff have happened, and I had to like reevaluate my life and like what I'm doing, and some training, definitely. And now I'm heading off to see where I can grow anywhere else. The mountain doesn't give me anything anymore, and I need to move on to grow or taller, or I don't know if it's possible to go taller. There's like a whole thing with that, but like no.
Anymore. The mountain meant something to you before.
it's like a place I grew up before. Like it's not really a big thing. I like mountains and Goliaths. They like go together. We like to go.
I thought perhaps he he looks down for a minute, and he looks down, and then he looks back up at you, and he says, "I thought maybe, has this mountain ever called to you?"
Well, sometimes when I call to it, it will call back to me, but it's usually my voice, like it's not really like entertaining. But no, but you're asking, okay, sorry, no, that's me. Not, I feel this pull, but not really like the pull that you're probably explaining. There's some lots of stuff with Destiny right now happening, but I'm talking too much. What is, maybe you're magnetic. There can be some like kind of minerals here. I've been reading about that in those books that we have. We have no books up there.
Yes, I know. I think I understand. This is your home. It calls to you as such.
Right. Precisely.
I am experiencing a very peculiar night. I found myself working in my forge, going about my business. The next moments are blurry. And then I found myself on this mountain, drawn to it like a moth to a flame.
Wow, okay, maybe you were drawn to me? Because, like, this is, like, really odd right now. Like, I don't really see... maybe I'm just trying to push to...
Couldn't be anything else. Couldn't be.
He looks to his arm, and he says, "The Forge Father does work in mysterious ways. But I believe the call that I heard was drawn more to this mountain. Do you know anything about this place?"
Well, Tom, anything that I know is just pretty much the villages up there that I know of, and anything else?
Oh, give me like a history check.
Yes, please. Because I don't want to, like, make up stuff.
Or like survival. Sure. Or it doesn't matter.
Sounds like you're making stuff up.
So like, there's the Goliath village.
Yeah,
there's Bastion. There's used to be a dragon. Dragon's dead now.
Yeah, he is.
Stop reminding me.
You see Oreo really thinking really hard and be like, oh, I should have maybe read more about our history and about the location I actually live in. Oh my god.
I apologize. I must be pestering you. You are busy, no?
No, I'm not. Well, I am busy, but I can always make time for you. I can like put my schedule somewhere else. I actually would be, I can help you. Well, maybe I can help you. I know these mountains really well, and maybe, well, really well. The history not really well, but like up and down is the same still.
So meanwhile.
It's a lot of words.
I apologize.
No, I love it.
Rio, what does your new home look like? Describe to me your lovely little place.
Oh, ragtag shack, like in the rocks,
Like you can't really see it until you're there, kind of.
Yeah, probably like an overhang of rocks, just to like keep the weather off everything. Just various materials from the mountainside, probably just kind of propped up. So just makeshift storage, makeshift cover. There's probably a furnace for cooking, or if I have to do any repairs on equipment.
Tonight you have a guest who has come to pay a visit in Polaris.
Hey, saw you yesterday. How's that going?
Pretty late. But I think we first cut to you guys. What's your guys' reaction to overhearing this whole conversation that's going on down the mountain? Oreo.
We're near an earshot.
I'm in the middle of like.
I mean, they're really loud. And,
I am. Yeah,
You're
we're
probably
bellowing.
like up above. They can't see you, but like you're up there.
An argument has happened because Oreo is like, I can help you, and fucking Church's like, I will have to pay you then, and it's just like, and there's just like this push back and forth.
No, it's friendship. It's called friendship, Church. You don't have to pay me anything.
I don't understand.
You know, friendship is a thing that you do something for somebody that you really.
Yeah, we can just hear the argument back and forth.
I mean, if it's all audible, I mean, I would think that he's probably there, like sharpening his blade or like repairing his armor. He's just going, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. You know,
just peel some.
Right
Oh
in
no!
there, extra last
Damn it.
one.
They sound really familiar, don't they?
Sure.
He knows exactly.
Wait. Isn't that the one that you hired? He was the weird guy who had the little thingy that walked with you.
Sounds a lot like it.
Oh my god! So have you decided to, I don't know, go head out and see all those terrible things to save the world and your uncle, and then be heroes, and then think about that? I mean,
Meanwhile, your dead wife is talking to you.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah,
weird.
that's right.
And like playing cute.
I love
Yeah.
it so much. It's so good.
Hey. Not that cute, like annoying.
Just like poking your head.
Also, does your uncle know, Rio, that you're planning on going back to the mire at any point? Tatsuo knows.
Great
I guess the
question.
better question is would Tatsuo have told him regardless?
Yeah, that would have been like, I think probably being ashamed of the whole thing. He probably wouldn't have talked to his uncle for, I mean, how long's it been? A week or two since the
Probably
incident?
been like a couple weeks.
Couple weeks, yeah. Yeah, so he probably, I don't think, would have had contact with his uncle.
I think right now you guys are exploring ways to, the two of you at least, are exploring ways to get to the mire, and we don't have to, we gotta go to that. I think Leah and Milo are helping you look into that.
Do we have, like, some kind of map? Maybe we've been studying a map looking for a good route there that wouldn't get us killed or something.
You're gonna either need a seaworthy boat, which is kind of hard to come by. Seas are pretty dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Some sort of teleportation over could work.
Okay. Fair.
So that's what Milo and Leah are looking into right now. Milo mainly. Milo and Leah are both, I think if it's been a few weeks, I think we can make it official. Milo and Leah are both the new council members.
Yay!
Ooh,
Do we
Replacing-
know?
Replacing the people you killed. Well, the
Oh,
person
yeah.
you killed, and then the person Amari killed.
Yes.
That's
Well-
so cool.
Leah and Milo. Oh my god. That's so weird.
Milo is all about pushing things to make more profit for his tavern, and Leah is all about trying to make an army to get revenge.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Either sound like Bastion will benefit.
Yeah.
No.
they are good people.
They're
to
good
be
people.
in charge.
Yeah.
Leah was being groomed to be the queen of an elven nation before that place got destroyed.
It's all right. The rot has been cut out anyway, so.
So what did we? So did
we
Tatsuo
overhear
have
everything,
told?
right? Oh no,
you
yeah.
overheard
That's up to Tatsuo.
Question for you, Ed.
Would he know my plans?
I think he would. I think Tatsuo absolutely would know your plans on what it is that you're going to do. I
Would he
think
have shared it with Uncle?
Well, no, he wouldn't have, because I think Tatsuo knows that there's just this fire inside of Rio that nothing that through their childhood, through their young adulthood, through multiple jobs, through many empty bottles of booze and gambling, nothing has made that flame go out. He definitely saw it flicker and begin to dim, begin to settle with his wife, but when she left, when she was taken from him, the flame was still there as it always was, and Tatsuo knows that nothing here will help him. Nothing in Bastion. And he's done everything that he can, and he'll always be his brother kind of thing, and he'll always have his support, but Tatsuo's, you know, he's found a life here, and he's obviously not gonna go with, and Ryo probably would protest kind of situation. And I think it's a all right, go and do this, but when you're done, you come back here kind of thing.
Could Polaris and Ryo both make investigation rolls with advantage? Or like history, if that's better for you.
Do better than me, please.
They're both
Whichever, if you have proficiency.
Listen, the rolls tonight are hot.
Ooh,
9,
so hot.
Especially
4.
with those HP rolls, a 1, a 2.
Let's see.
Yeah.
So use a
Those
history or
hit
investigation.
saves 3, nothing over its head yet. Investigation with
great.
advantage. For
No.
both of you.
This thing is
Oh, wonderful.
These rolls, are you kidding me?
Come on, Kristen, save me.
Identical to Oreo.
You
Oh,
know,
no wonder I'm in the wrong thing.
What is
Sorry.
even
One
happening?
Save me,
My
Kristen.
spell's going. Where's the roll? You said investigation or history?
Yep, advantage.
you know, 4 is the new 7.
Oh,
You gotta
they're
roll
both
better than me.
terrible. Let's just say investigate.
Hey!
There you go.
What is
There
happening?
we go.
Oh wait, was it with advantage?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
advantage.
God, there's a
Okay.
4 in there, and I was like, you
Whoa.
kidding?
My heart just sank.
It was with the, oh yeah, it was with advantage. Yes, I'm so smart.
There was gonna be
Okay.
3 4s. Are you looking at this? That was 3 4.
Yep.
I think one thing about the trip, we'll get into more details of routes and that later. But for now, one thing that you've managed to piece together and looking at this going west and all that stuff, you've managed to put together, this is where the hobgoblins are coming from. So you know wherever you're going, a lot of people, it's probably their home. You'd probably put together what you guys deal with here is but a piece, a fragment of their forces.
Could we have been like researching this for a while? There's
Yes.
probably like a wall in the hut or whatever where I'm living, and it's got like, you know, the red string, and it's running
Yeah.
across like all the different stuff. Yep.
They go
Yep.
by these are the Grando Legionnaires here that are here by Bastion. And you know they come from, so you know this trip to go over there and to go back to your home, which was ravaged by hobgoblins. You know, if you were to describe this, Tatsuo might have even told Ryo this. It's a suicide mission.
We will
And
die.
with that 19, we'll give you more later. But in the moment, while there is a spirited, well, half of the conversation is spirited, the other is quite monotone.
So
going
friendship comes from the
on
dictionary
both
of the...
now with Oreo and with both conversations. One is spirited, the other is just kind of drab.
The snow is
What do
also
you
lovely
think?
today. Yes. Also, did you see how much snow it always is, like up in the mountain?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Just saying, best friend. Maybe we should ask them to come along. Cause like I'm getting bored.
Why do they always show up
Us.
and make so much noise?
Well, if we end their argument now, like let's just buy what's his face. Like, hey, we'll pay something. And
I
then
need you to take this money, Oreo.
But
Oreo,
like,
real cool.
I can take it, but I will give it back to you. Like, I can carry it for you. I'm quite big and stoic to carry this gold, you know.
You do know, since you worked with Oreo and Church before, while unorthodox, they did actually do an amazing job.
Heck yeah, I tackled the dragon guy.
They didn't get caught. They performed their roles admirably.
My makeup skills are great.
For some reason, Oreo's really good.
You know, as a gladiator, for some reason, you know, I had a background.
I do. I love that Rio's like,
think we need to get your frown upside down. Like, I can't see it underneath your helmet, but I can totally tell it's there.
This is a situation where they're in their little rock hut. Rio's sitting there carving his knife, just like, God, I just want him to go away. We've got fucking players on their side, like, come on. And then we have the Tom DM ghost. They did do a good job. Rio's just like, God.
You can't just let him pass. If you want to just let him pass, we can follow. We will be following Search.
I suppose we don't have a choice. He'll just like stand up and
hit the ceiling,
like turn around and walk straight toward it, like he's like stopping. Yeah.
So, before we get too far, Polaris, you and Oreo kind of got in a fight the last time.
Yes. We got a fight because of a snake that died. So.
Yeah.
That is true. He is dead now.
Yeah.
Like, she's just real dumb. If a snake can manipulate her, then I can too. So. It'll be so easy.
You're a metaphorical snake.
I am. Really
Okay.
am. I'll
What
just
about
keep
you,
making
Oreo? How do
suggestions.
you feel towards Polaris? Are you?
I thought she was
You know,
a
Polaris is really hot.
Yes, she's not gendered though. I lean towards the redder hair usually people.
Abathur told you.
Yeah, I still have that weird
That's
suspicion
true.
that he might have been right. Like, I want to try. Like I don't know if it's true because I was also drunk the whole time,
my
so
God.
everything looks so blurry. So I
That was
also
my problem also.
yeah.
Oh,
I
Just
never
get-
know. I'm drunk.
I have
Oh,
like a
man.
notebook of like all the
Like
sketches
most
and trying to
20-year-old
like
girls.
figure out.
Like most 20-year-olds, yeah.
I think like with Polaris, like I felt what she said, and now during all the being sober and stuff, I might be like, okay, maybe I should like if I see her, apologize for being like maybe I should not make deals with random creatures that will sing with me along the way. But also, we should not judge creatures because they like to sing also when you're singing on the road. But also, you can never trust really people that are telling you to run away from somebody if they're trying to sacrifice themselves to save your life. So,
Hello.
oh,
I mean, it's not an external monologue. With George standing there.
yeah.
I just have money. He just has money in his hand, and he's just holding it out and looking down at the money and looking at her, and then the money, and then her.
Yeah, it went from
And I
like
just
not
come
taking.
storming up. Yep.
Oh my god. Rio?
Rio.
You really need to be this loud this late.
Oh, I'm so.
Hey guys.
Oh, oh god. Hi. Hi.
Why is
YouTube.
everyone on this mountain tonight?
As I said, destiny is a thing now, and we all are drawn to something.
You have been drawn to something as well.
I bet.
Being drawn to things. We
I've
came
been drawn
to help
to
you.
noise.
Yes, and we came to help. We heard your plea, your plight, and we thought, you know what we could all use? A vacation.
A vacation.
That is not what I had in mind.
On a boat. We could get a yacht.
Okay.
sail the
You
sea.
say you were drawn to noise. What did you hear? A
I
siren's call,
heard the
perhaps?
two of you
Yes.
arguing.
Oh,
Siren's call
It
to
was-
adventure.
it was more like a conversation about like why you should not pay your friends.
Why are
But-
my words always twisted?
I was not aware we were so loud.
I'm here to help. I'll take payment.
Note about Rio, since he's not in town anymore and everyone knows what his armor looked like, he is not wearing a helmet.
Ooh. Now he has plot armor. He's not wearing a helmet.
That's right.
Boy, it
He
works.
doesn't have like the signature scarf and everything he had like over his
Okay.
face. It's like
What's
his
he look
armor,
like?
stops here. He
Tell
is,
me your face.
He's got he is about as Asian as you could look probably.
Mhm.
Uh,
Does he have the eye scar?
no, there is no eye scar.
Aw.
So he's
No.
not an edgelord.
There's
as
that
the
little-
scar
one.
was.
There is a scar, but it's here.
Oh.
Oh, even edgier!
Yes. But that was from when his wife was killed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's-
Tough love. Yeah.
Trying
Serious
to-
edge.
You know. Yeah.
So
But no, he's got really short hair. He probably like keeps it himself with a knife or a sword or something. It's very like utilitarian kind of like crew cut sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
He's got like dark black eyes. They're just like they're human eyes, but his irises aren't they don't look colored. They're just very deep dark. So
Okay.
that's pretty good. Just very grizzled.
I apologize to disturb you, Rio. I was unaware that you are taking refuge here.
No, not anymore. We're about to go on a vacation, buddy. Let's go.
So, Church, do you want to give me another int save and wisdom save for me?
Absolutely. All right, here comes the.
I start doing this for everybody.
Here comes the intelligence save.
Okay.
Nice. And then you want a wisdom too?
Yeah.
There it is.
Computer, wistful, not so much.
So you see Church just walk off,
Church?
going farther up the mountain. Going over, not the same mountain, but going over.
Is he like? Is he sprinting? Is he walking?
No,
the color in his lights, the color in his lights shifts slightly from yellow to green, and he immediately begins moving.
Hey,
is there something wrong with him?
Does Greenmean go, or should we maybe like?
Why would Greenmean go? That doesn't make any sense. Hey, Church! I call after him like, hey, buddy, where you going? Okay, that's not an answer. It's not an answer.
Well, I'm already packed, and I'm not sure if like his destiny is my destiny right now. So, are we going now?
I think before he left, like the moment where it's like turn green and turn over, I think he would have grabbed Oreo's hand and just put the money in the hand and then moved away. It would have just been tink and then.
I think I have to go with him. Now I have his money, and I don't think he's making a wise choice right now with me. I cannot have all this money right now. No.
Our adventure started, Rio. Let's go.
Church, take your money.
Yeah. Immediately. I will take off after the robot.
Polaris and Rio, could you just make survival checks for me? Yeah. Rio, you're fine. You don't have to do this.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know about this.
Yeah. We are going down the mountain. Yeah, we go.
I'm gonna die on this mountain. Ooh, maybe not.
No, you're not.
15 and 16. So, Rio and Polaris, I think you're following along. Church is just trudging along. And then I think you both stop. And you have a brief moment where you somberly look at each other and you realize there's two locations you could be heading. One, where the dragon used to be. The dragon's old base. Or two, the cave that Donka died in.
No! No.
I don't like
that cave is right below where the dragon used to live.
George, hey buddy. And I'm gonna race up right next to him and be like, hey buddy, I'm gonna knock on his little armor.
Yeah, Church, you can respond. You're back to normal.
Hey buddy, where are you going?
Yeah, he pauses and stops. He turns and looks. Were we not just discussing payment?
I have it right here.
Where is Oreo? There you are.
Hi.
Come on, Oreo.
Hi. You just gave me this and just walked away.
Are you okay?
There's something wrong.
There is something wrong. Let me explain.
So Church, with that nice intelligence saving throw. Now that this happened again, it's almost like tinnitus right before it happened when you're really thinking about it. Like you got like this, like almost broken up a little bit going on. Bye, Michaela. But she's back.
You know what? My computer's dying on me slowly but surely, but we're back here. It's okay. It's fine.
Welcome back. Yeah.
Okay.
And you're really thinking back on it. This isn't the first night you've gotten this before. This might be the first time it's come through. You don't think you've headed off anywhere, but Maybe this is like something that has been trying to get a hold of you for a little while, and now you finally got it. Maybe the past couple weeks or so.
Okay.
Maybe there's something wrong with you that you couldn't get it the first time.
Yeah, Church explains his whole night thus far and what has happened to him with Chapel jumping off the thing. He goes to follow and it's just a blur, and then he was on the mountain, and then he met Oreo, but he would go on to say, I do have to say, this is not the first time that this has happened to me, but it has yet to be this severe.
Hold on, bud. This is what happened last time.
A sound, a audible ring in the back of my head. Like someone trying to reach out to me. I thought at first it the Forge Father. I still hope it to be so, but I do not know.
Are you hearing voices?
Not a voice. Not like yours.
How long ago was last time?
Months. Maybe.
And then what happened after you heard... Months ago, what happened after you heard the calling, we'll call it?
Small blurs, breaks in my memory, but nothing so severe as to send me here, to this mountain.
Did you end up anywhere specific?
Not to my recollection. I would briefly lose moments in my home, only to find myself sitting exactly where I was when I had proverbially left.
We should like get on away from here. We're going in a bad direction.
If I examine Church, is there anything like in the head, neck area behind? Is there anything like a device?
He's got a cloak on right now for his hood, his red hood kind of situation.
Did you fall down, Church? Did like something metally maybe happened, like up right here? Like some people, when they get really punched really hard, they can start hearing stuff, and that might have happened to you.
Can a robot get a concussion?
You do regular maintenance.
Metal bends.
You have found no abnormalities.
My body has shed many times and been built again and again.
Oh, don't say it like that. That sounds so creepy.
If there was a problem, I would have identified it and fixed it rapidly.
How do you molt as a robot?
Stop repeating what he says! It's
You would have to ask the Forge Father why he gifted me with this body. I do not know.
So, do you think the one who gave you this body is calling you maybe back? You know, like like a puppy? Like
I had hoped perhaps I was being contacted by the Forge Father himself.
Have you ever been contacted by the Forge Father before, other than this last calling? Was he like, hey, I'm a Forge Father, what's up?
The Forge Father does not speak to me like a neighbor does over a fence.
Does this Forge Father, is he known for, like, making ringing sounds?
I'm picturing Al, like, from here. from you just see his eyes.
Oh, Tim the Toolman Taylor is definitely
there,
the Forge
neighbor.
Father, too. Like, that guy is...
Much
Oh my God.
is unknown. I simply know that the gifts he gives me are a way for him to speak. He looks down at Chapel, and it sort of like probably turns like just to like look at him a little bit, like on his arm, slightly detaching for a moment. Many gifts, but never a call like this.
Cool. Okay, so because we don't know how he talks, we can't guarantee this is actually him.
Does it only happen when the thing is connected?
I wasn't connected last time.
I don't believe Chapel has anything particularly to do with it, other than I believe it can hear the same call that I do, but
Chapel
only a few
goes up.
moments before.
Goes up and just goes...
That's something guilty would say.
Its connection to the Forge Father is greater than my own.
What if we give
But
Chapel
how do
a
we
pencil
know?
and let him draw or write something
Oh
for
my
us?
God.
Draws a dick on you.
You.
Ah, I saw that coming.
No.
No. Oh my God.
Though Chapel holds facets of a personality, I am not entirely sure if he can compose language.
Hmm.
Then how do you know he's okay? Okay, this is my problem with religious people. So how do you know
How do I know what?
any of this? You're making grand assumptions, and it's leading you into a cave of death.
My existence is thanked only to the Forge Father himself.
Cave of Death?
There are only two places that this path leads to.
And
Death
what
or
are
I died in
those?
both of them.
Death or death.
Oh.
It's terrible places either way.
Into the
Innocent
mouth of danger
creatures have
is
been
where we
killed
test ourselves.
Both of those caves.
Oh my God.
There.
Great
so sorry.
tests of strength like this, places of danger. They are trials, no?
We should not go there.
Yes.
Okay. I do say let's not go to danger. If somebody died recently there, why should we go there just to?
Maybe- Let me suggest this, buddy. Maybe the Forge, what he's called, right? Rio. It was Forge Father or the Forge Master? What was it?
Forge Father, yes.
Okay, maybe the Forge Father, maybe he sent us to redirect. It was really, you were going our way. We overheard you. Chapel seems happy. Are you happy, Chapel? Look
Chapel
at him. He's so good.
Gives no response.
So happy. So
Happy.
I understand your...
So maybe we can go away from here.
I can completely understand your disposition in going this way. But I believe this call will persist. I may find myself back here
Let's get
again.
further away from it. Let's get further away from it. This evil call that is really the Forge Father testing you. It's a test. Are you gonna pass?
I feel as though I'm being patronized.
I'm
not.
So, we're talking in circles.
Yes.
Yes, we are.
Dungeon Master, help
so
us.
what do we want to do? Ed, you want to keep going?
Yeah,
Can you
Church just
convince
wants...
not
Yeah.
to be. Can you or can't you? You can 100% decide.
I think the way Church sees it, if they're all here and they do not want Church to go this way, there's not going to be a lot that he can do about it if they forcibly stop him. And Church thinks of everything in a very black and white like thing. He's probably just looking at all of them. 1, 2, 3. They could overpower me. Yes. And he probably just thinks it's not worth the over effort or risk of damage to his body. So if they are insistent on him not going further, he will follow them. He will decline the path. But I think he knows that he'll be drawn back to this place regardless.
That's out of character. What do you guys want to do? Do you guys want to turn around? Do you guys want to?
I mean, if he doesn't turn around, I was going to.
Would you
him
forcibly
wherever he's
stop
going.
him, or would you?
I would follow
wouldn't wanna
him.
Get shot out a mountain path so far from civilization.
Yeah.
Rio is
have his
kind of like
money.
going over that in his head. It's like all it would take would be like one shot, and I'm on the ground bleeding out.
Make a group persuasion check.
Yes.
Passive will just be his insight.
Yes, charisma, my favorite stat.
13.
It's normal insight.
Oh yes.
14. All right, that's a high number.
I was sent by the Forge.
All right, the majority of you did get above 14, which is my passive. So yeah, I think Church would just say,
perhaps you are correct that this path is foolish.
It is. It is.
Maybe it was just what you organics call dream.
Huh.
Or a nightmare. Those aren't good things.
Potentially.
A sweet dream.
I'm not sure I want a nightmare.
Start it with me, God.
Sweet dreams are made of this.
When I disagree.
When you say that, Oreo, you hear another voice on the side. Travel the world and the 7 seas. As sure enough, you see your little friend popping up next to you with a big hole in his, not his chest because he's a
you
snake,
kidding?
but he's got a hole in him, and he's like, "Woo! Let's go! I haven't heard that in a while." Let's go, Oreo. Only
Do
Oreo.
any of us?
See.
Okay,
No.
I was gonna say, if
Only
any of
Oreo.
us see it, we're.
Woo!
we're just,
Party!
Oh
we're
my
just,
God.
we're just talking
Speechless.
while
I
he's...
know, it's been a while. And he snakes around your neck and goes, he's like hugs.
It's so chilly up here. Yes.
I guess you found one snake. I guess another snake comes along.
Church would approach Oreo right in this moment and just put his hand out.
I want my compensation returned.
Oh yeah. Here you go, Church. This is, of course, it's yours. We're friends.
Stealing his money now. Fancy. We've moved on to petty crime. We've done a lot of big crimes, but petty crime's what we're doing now. All right.
He like looks at
Alright.
Oreo for. Does he catch anything? Does he catch any distress on her face? Like maybe she's anything or no?
Up to Oreo.
Blink twice to space holding you hostage.
Do I? Yeah. Do I see any distress?
You see, like, her eyes got slightly bigger, and maybe like you can feel that she's slightly like start to slightly cut her breath, like when somebody gets like scared slightly, it feels like her adrenaline got slightly higher. She's not as chill as she felt.
Are you alright?
Yes. It's been such a while I've seen you guys. Yeah, puppy.
Roll for initiative. Winter wolves attack.
Yeah. I'm just happy that we're all of us. It's unusual for us to all be here right now. It's making me really excited. Yes.
This mountain seems to hold much for all of us. Perhaps we should descend.
Yes, let's do that, please.
Good lie, Oreo. Nice work. All right.
How far down are we going?
I believe I could return back to my forge. I do not know where you are staying.
I'm staying near here. It would be trouble for you if I were to return.
Do you wish for me to come with you? Perhaps to keep you company?
With your skills? Oh, yes, please do. The conversation that we have, it teaches me so much about you.
Wait, weren't you going to return to your forge?
I was, but you said where are we going? So, I assumed perhaps maybe you were searching for companionship.
You're extremely confusing.
My apologies, I do
didn't
not mean
say-
to be.
Anything of the sort, but we do have something that we need to discuss.
We do. What do we have to discuss?
We can discuss once you've been home.
I thought you could not come to my home.
I cannot come to your home, but you can return here after you've collected your things.
So you are inviting me over. I accept.
Sure, that's...
Rio, your sword is still magically enchanted from church.
Do you need me to reforge that for you? I could take it back to my home and make it better. You have dented it. Look at these scratches. It has obviously
That
been
was-
worked by an amateur armorsman. If you
You
give it
know
to
what?
me, I will have it looking better.
He can't even get a word in like edgewise. He's just like he can't even protest.
He
Fine.
doesn't say no. Takes it.
Do it.
I will return it to you on the morrow, since you have invited me to your home as such. How do you people say thank you?
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
You know, you did it right, Church. Don't say you're welcome when you mean thank you.
Okay.
All right. So, what's the plan, everybody? Everybody's gonna go take 5.
Yeah, we're taking
Okay.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're shit.
I'm gonna work on this sword. I need the sword. To be
Rio's gonna
looking
turn
better
around
than
and like
this.
kick a stone down the mountain. 'Cause, he can't even talk. Someone's like putting words in his mouth. Like the whole time.
Yeah, I'm
Oreo, you get Oreo. We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot of new plans, new big things, everything big. All right. When we lose these fools for a little bit, we gotta talk.
They're not fools.
I mean, I call everybody fools because I'm a cool cat. I mean, I'm a snake.
Okay.
Trust in snakes. Woo.
Oh my god. Is there something in your throat?
Yes. Sorry. You know, I haven't had water since like this morning, and I'm
He
now
hands you
realizing.
like he holds out a water skin like in your face.
Thank you
Just
so
don't let her
much.
keep talking. Don't let her ramble. Just
And Church is heading back to his forge. He doesn't get called again, does he?
I'll
Church,
let
where are
you
you
know when you
going?
get
Come
called
on, we're
again.
about to leave, buddy.
Hello.
He has
I'm-
to return home.
Were we
It's
not
me.
departing from each other?
yes, Church. You should return home.
Do I hear a voice?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's just DM saying.
Were we not departing one another?
Were you gonna follow Polaris?
Oh, when are we meeting up? We haven't.
I've been
made
sick. Leave me alone.
plans.
Ooh.
When are we meeting up? When are we leaving?
He's going to
I'm
meet
sitting
us here
paying
tomorrow.
attention. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry.
He's
I
going
saw
to meet
little
us
bunny
back
and I was
here.
very upset.
Hey, Rio.
Yes,
Sorry for interrupting.
of course you are.
Okay.
You're adorable.
Thank you. I just need. You know, I cannot go back to the place I was staying at. So, can I
You can come
crash in
stay
your?
with us.
Yes, that's. I wanted to ask for that. I just need a place. To
You just
yeah.
see Rio like, defeat.
No big deal. We love company. It's
So
really
Rio
fun.
has a cat though, Oreo, that's like really mean. It's probably gonna kill you. So you gotta go live
Don't-
somewhere else for a little bit. and
He
then-
doesn't have a cat.
You know,
Tom's full of shit.
maybe he will bite my ankle and get the snake out of me. You know.
What snake are you talking
Oh,
about?
if there is a cat, the cat can totally see the snake.
Oh yeah.
The pets can see him. Pets can see him.
Unless one wandered in while we were talking, there is no cat.
Like a wild leopard, like just like now already like claiming it. It's like yes, it's home.
It's Moosh. Moosh is there.
Yes.
No,
Just
no
kidding.
moosh.
Just kidding.
No.
Just kidding.
That means we have bigger problems.
So do we wanna jump cut to the next?
Jump
Yeah, I
cut.
guess
next
we'll
stage?
we'll go back to where we were staying before. Yeah.
Yeah. So we get a little like shot.
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice.
Oh, we see you got. There's a lot more people that should be in this small, ragged hut.
Oh my god.
Most are probably there's probably just like the cold floor. For some.
Welcome
Sure, church
home.
doesn't.
It is quite lovely.
Utilitarian.
Of course.
This is all I have.
It's
It's a little
okay.
small for you, Oreo.
He does
I
well.
will just
It is
scooch in and lay down here, like on the side.
Oh God! Can you put your foot down? Jeez.
I'm so sorry.
I'm out like stoking the furnace. There's food or something in there. Just
You just get to see Church walk in the middle of the night. He's still going up the mountain.
no.
No, fuck
You
it.
wanna go? You can do it to yourself, Ed, if you want.
No, if it doesn't happen to me,
Turns
Church
around
doesn't
as we
go.
leave.
Ed, give me a wisdom save.
Great.
You're gonna give me another one? For real?
Oh no!
I don't need to know. I'm good.
Okay.
You
Thought it might have been free for the night.
This is the next day.
Oh, this is the
this
next
is the
day.
same night. This is the same night.
Oh yeah, were you guys doing the
so,
night?
What do you guys have to talk about? Nothing like the latest gossip. And you guys planning anything big? Any vacations?
So I imagine because it's tight, I'm like leaning over Oreo's shoulder, like physically, just like, hey, so
Hi.
Rio likes to be over there, and I like to stay over here.
Okay.
And then that's the other spot over there. Sometimes Tatsuo comes over and he's like, hey, I have fish. And we're like, oh my god.
I do miss him. He's such...
Polaris is very happy and peppy after almost killing her brother and dad.
extremely.
Oh my god, it's a whole
Like,
character change.
Oh yes, actually, Polaris. Like, did you deal with the stuff that you're trying to deal with? Like, how? Because you
What?
seem much more happier right now. Like, you were going somewhere before I
What
left.
stuff? I don't know what you're talking about.
You had something to deal with.
In your ear, you just hear, she tried to
Layla,
kill me, Oreo. I just wanted to talk and she tried to kill me. You see this hole in my neck?
You could smoke.
She
She's
tried to
learned
kill me.
Yeah. Oreo learned her lesson from back in a couple of weeks ago not to talk out loud anymore to the thing that's talking to her because then she looks even more crazier. So she will just ignore for now. She'll like try to like just like shrug him a little bit off, like in a way of like just getting his voice out of her head.
Why do you think I was gone for so long?
Rio comes over and hands out like stew or something. Probably right. We're getting ready to like
Yeah.
bed down for the night. So
Thank you so much. And now she will not respond to him. She's like she made a promise to herself not to talk.
Yeah.
yeah.
She's back.
What?
Made a promise not to talk and leave. And just not talking at all tonight.
And gone.
Oh my god.
Wow, she passes out fast.
That
Shit.
she like super method actor. Oh my god.
Jeez.
You know, I practice every single day. You know, I'm here by the
Oh,
computer.
you're
like,
back. Oh, hey.
Oh,
Yeah.
what? Where
Okay.
you disappeared for a second?
you know, my monk urges are still pulling me to like do like really quick motions. Yeah, like it's fine. But no,
Urge is a euphemism I don't get, sweetie.
Really good with that staff.
Okay.
I
So, what's the point of conversation at this wonderful slumby?
just
I
try
just
to
imagine
figure out.
Rio's pissed the entire time. He's just like, fucking tighten here.
Is there any
close.
reason for having everybody over? Just catch up.
Well, Oreo said that she couldn't go back home, so she has to stay.
Yep, I've been.
And I would
dealing with
assume
stuff,
since
yeah.
Oreo is staying, Polaris is also staying.
It
Which
would be
means,
rude not to. I invited her over.
yeah.
Did you
So
want
the-
to invite them on your quest, Polaris?
Oh yeah, I assumed that Oreo was in already. If Oreo is clearly like, tomorrow I'm gonna go to the market, I'd be like, no, sweetie, tomorrow we're not.
Where are we going?
Okay, I have this really cool map. You want to see it? Look
Yes.
at
Mhm.
it. It has like all these little markings, and I'm like, we need to go here or here or here or here.
Are we looking for somebody?
We're gonna be good guys finally. Like we're gonna help. I'm excited. This is gonna be so much fun. We're gonna save the universe, and we're gonna do it together. And I like point at Rio like together.
You see
Together.
the slight hope in Oreo's eyes. Yes, you mean good stuff. Nothing shady. Really.
No. Why would we do anything shady?
No, previous stuff. You know, like it's okay. It's fine. Redemption.
Remember when we murdered the head of Bastion?
No. We are gonna be good, and we're gonna be a family, and we're gonna be together, and we're never gonna lose each other's side ever again.
everybody's gonna die with Polaris.
This is-
Oh, that would... Don't talk like that.
It was gonna be a lot of fun.
We have
And
gone
I
anime.
have not been dreaming about this since I was a little girl.
By the power of friendship.
God.
I'm trying to mend my ways, so I think this is a great opportunity for me. Yes.
What do you mean mend your ways, sweetie? What ways were bad?
You mentioned you couldn't go home.
Not, some
Did you kill
Goliaths.
somebody?
No. Well,
We're not a band of murderers, Oreo.
I know we're.
What?
Okay,
We're
what?
changing over a new leaf, Rio. No more chopping off people's heads unless they deserve it.
No promises.
I usually only punch them
We have to
down.
agree as a group then, at the very least, Rio. It's not all about you anymore.
Okay.
Huh?
I guess.
Poor Rio.
If you say so.
Why do I get dragged along to all this stuff?
I'm looking
I'm
at two
just a
heads that wouldn't mind
punching
separating.
bag.
So, yeah, I think are they enlisted?
We'll go over the plan. I mean, yeah.
Church, you haven't spoken up much.
Well,
about it.
he's not. He's going back to the forge
He's returning in the
before
morning.
he comes back.
Wasn't
Yeah.
I?
Oh, I thought you were already here. I thought you were also here. During.
Oh, this is still
No.
the night,
He's
right?
coming back in the morning.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
we don't have room
Okay.
for a robot on top of a Goliath, okay?
I mean, I could
Stand
be.
up.
Hey,
I can
outside.
put my head
These-
in.
These are very small, very tight quarters, okay? I worked hard on these.
He's in the Star
We
Wars
cannot
hut.
fit a fourth person in here.
I
He's
can
in the
go
Luke
out.
hut.
Yeah,
know.
I mean like a Luke hut, literally.
Stone Luca.
So I think Polaris and Rio, you both have you're gonna meet with Leah and Milo tomorrow. I think mainly Milo. Milo's got the dirt on it.
Okay.
Mhm.
You're gonna meet with him tomorrow. He'd
Did
prefer
we-
to meet at the bar. Rio, you've probably been
shit.
able to sneak in and out before.
Okay. Well, I guess without like the persona with all the
yeah.
everything, it
And I
probably is
can
a little
help you
easier.
direct attention.
Don't
Things
paint
have
my
died
face
down.
again.
There's other things. It very it was like 4 weeks ago. You killed a couple people. It's fine.
Yeah, 4 weeks. You're all good after that, right? No problem.
It's not on like
Everyone
high
forgot
alert.
by now.
Things have kind of gone back to normal.
Yeah, everyone's great.
But you shouldn't be seen around too much. You can go in. You wouldn't want to linger, essentially.
But see, I can put on the impromptu concert, so this time we don't have to put makeup on you, because you really hated that, so...
I really would like to avoid the makeup.
Oreo, you could give him a disguise.
I can give you a disguise.
Oh my gosh, she's so much better makeup than I am!
Oh no.
Turn around. We will make you beautiful.
I don't want to be beautiful.
Oh my god.
And I will try to do something that he looks almost like he could be, a sister to Polaris.
Give me a disguise roll with disadvantage.
This is still at night, right?
I think he's. This could be at night. This could be in the morning. This will be what Rio.
I'm
Rio
gonna-
shows up
I'm gonna
looking
end
like.
up looking like those guys in the soldier camp from Milan when they put the face paint on.
Okay. So for my disguise kit, I can roll attribute something to it. What do I attribute to?
I don't know.
There's strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, charisma. So I'm trying to put on
Probably
makeup.
charisma.
So
or
charisma.
wisdom,
Or
wisdom.
performance, I think, would be the
Oh,
other.
There's no
You're the
performance.
performer here.
I ain't performing nothing. She's trying to perform a miracle,
So
okay?
What if you're like dexterity because you're
Not
like moving your
dexterity.
face?
We're
Okay.
doing wisdom.
Wisdom.
We're
Okay.
doing wisdom. All right.
Oh my God, no.
Does he
Totally
get like the shotgun from like
You
Homer
know,
Simpson makeup
My
shop?
foundation doesn't match him.
I've just got like white foundation and then there's like lipstick. Just a little bit in the middle.
It looks a lot better on you than it does him.
You know, you didn't want to look beautiful, so now you look ugly. I'm quite proud.
Listen, it's not just a bad disguise. It draws a lot of attention. Like, it is out there. flamboyant this guy. Like, if you can't play off this persona, it's gonna be obvious.
How do you like to drag?
You can just, since there's a group of you and you guys aren't rushed, you can just take it off.
Thanks. I hate it.
I'm so sorry.
I'm in the corner laughing my head off.
You know, I've been alone for a while, so I haven't been able to like practice on people, only on myself. So the foundation is not really matching your skin tone.
I'm like this. I got some in my eye.
No big deal.
That's probably a big part of it. You're used to looking in a mirror and doing it, so it's not as like backwards. And,
Yeah,
like,
I'm so sorry. I promise I'm much better at this.
Okay, I'll go in. I'll distract the people. I'll make it
All right.
easy.
Yeah.
I go in and then like I do my enthrall. I do a little impromptu like one of those douchebags acoustic guitar things. But then everybody comes in and
What
then
do
I've got
they-
my little hat out.
We've done this routine before, so I'm like working
Yeah.
the edge of the crowd.
What do they
yeah.
know you as? What do they know? What's your name? They know you. The
I'm gonna
townsfolk.
keep- I am going to keep the what was her name?
Medea.
Not Polaris.
Clotho?
Medina.
Clotho.
Clotho?
So this is Clotho because I haven't changed this persona since this is what Rio knows me as,
Dead wife.
and I'm still not like bragging that I'm a changeling yet.
Huh.
So
Yeah, everybody's like, "Hey, Clotho's
Like,
back!"
hey!
Woo!
I like pull out an
Oh,
instrument, I start
yeah.
playing, and it's going great. I can
Clotho,
roll if you want.
I've got some scarf action going on to cover up a little bit of paint on my neck, or whatever. and
What time of
start
day is
moving.
it?
Yeah. They
I'm gonna
didn't
do an
catch
enthrall
me last time, so
I-
I'm fine.
I think it's like 9 a.m. ish.
AM-ish. So they left the hut in the morning, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, like
we're
super early.
just go fast
Yeah.
forward.
Cool.
Yeah, I
we,
did
we
join
see
them.
me at the hut. I've got
You
a
can,
sword.
you can run
Oh,
into
no.
each other. You
And
can
I
run
just-
into each other on
Ding,
the
ding,
way.
ding. Okay, I can catch up with them on the way.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna play this fucking.
Yeah.
'Cause I told him
Scooby-Doo.
to meet
One
us.
party goes in this door. They
Yeah.
run up.
I have just like a small thing.
Yakety sax
I have
playing in the
a, I have a
background.
small thing when Church meets with them. Church's bags are packed when you see him, kind of situation. Like he's got all of his kind of stuff on, and he has your sword. It's bound already, like it would be if it was like at a shop that is being sharpened, that kind of thing. And he hands it to you, and he.
Oh,
You.
your whole sentence lost it. Oh,
Yeah.
let's say it again.
Here, take this. I will not charge you for it. I want to thank all of you for your assistance last night. Without you, I may have been lost to this mountain. I find myself in all of your debt. This cannot continue. I must pay it off.
It's a debt.
You know, we're
It's
friends.
called family. We're
Yeah.
a family now.
Ohana means family.
Family is a strong
Debt
word.
means family.
I
You were
think we're-
speaking of a vacation, yes?
Yes. Let's go. Come. Let's start it. We're planning the process now.
It's not a vacation.
I assumed it was not. It sounds like something that could be dangerous.
All vacations have a little sense of adventure.
Let me attend you.
Of course.
We were going to discuss this with you anyway, but yes, since you are in our debt.
You don't have to. I have discussed it with you already.
Huh?
The discussion has been made
What? It has?
here and now.
I think he's just saying that he's joining us and that we can continue doing what we're doing.
Are we
We're
We're a
going?
family now. Let's go. Let's go, family.
Yes, let's.
I'm gonna go play concert. Come listen. It's my first one in like a week. Okay.
As you guys go to head out, could you just give me a wisdom save? Just, add.
Oh,
Oh God.
Oh, I know.
I don't want to roll anything. I cannot roll for shit. If I need to.
You like when everybody's like, "Yep, let's go, let's go." Church just goes back the other, probably following the footprints in the snow, like exactly as he did previously.
I'm gonna.
But
I'm
then,
gonna make. Can I make an athletics check and stop him?
yeah. As soon as there's any like, "Hey, Church, you snap out of it."
I do not like this mountain. Let's go.
We should leave. That's going to be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
What do
So
you think could possibly be calling him?
I have no idea. If you can tell, I'm not a magic user.
What are you wearing, Rio?
I want to do. Can I do an Arcana?
Nothing.
Can I sense anything in the air? Let's do an Arcana check. Nope, probably not.
Oh Lord!
If that is a disguise, it is poor.
Overtly, you'd have to use some kind of magic or something to detect it. You think?
Oh well, that's beyond me.
Some sort of detect.
I immediately
Magic.
recognized you.
If only there was a spell.
Is there something divine going on here? Do I sense anything evil here?
I don't know
my-
if you use your ability.
Yeah, how do I do it? I'm trying to
Use it.
Okay.
Just put it in chat.
Okay.
You paladin?
I've been
Detect
using...
good and evil? You just say you're doing it.
No. It's called Divine Sense here, and I'm trying to put it in the chat.
Oh, let's say same thing.
Give me a sec. Is it? Okay. I'm trying to copy it. Sorry. Copy and paste.
If you click the word itself, it might just go in chat. All right. As an action, know the location of any celestial feet or undead within 60 feet of you that's not behind total cover. Nope, you don't detect jack shit. You do detect that there are no celestial fiends or undead within 60 feet, not behind total cover.
Okay. Thank you.
I wonder what that could be.
And you continue on into the city. Polaris does her cool little routine. They ask for Wonderwall. Only Wonderwall.
It's Wonderwall.
Maybe Freebird.
Free.
Free bird.
Guy. Oh my god, that was amazing.
Oh my god.
You hurriedly make your way up. Milo still stays at the tavern, but he's got like a back room now, where he holds a lot of meetings and stuff. So who helps run the tavern now? Because Milo's a congressman. Who is kind of in charge?
And the Jessies aren't there anymore.
The Jessies aren't there.
What's
it
his face?
Amari?
Is dead?
No.
No, Amari's a little high profile for that.
It's Amari, now the owner's dead.
No.
As soon as Rio walks out, he's like sword in face.
Oh god.
Who do we want? Do we want a new person? Do we want a return person?
I'm trying to think who would be there.
Who are some characters left there? There is Tatsuo. There is Orlith. There is,
I mean,
not much.
Because
Might.
yeah, Might's gonna just kind of be around. He needs a job, and yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Might-
his PTSD only shows up occasionally, so.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I mean, most people here have some kind of PTSD.
exactly. He
Um,
just every time anyone uses magic, he kicks them out of the bar immediately.
Mhm.
Like hates magic users more than anything.
good rule. Good rule.
Mhm.
So you enter. He might kind of, what is he, just like gruff at you a little bit, and he knows you're
Yeah.
coming. He gruffs at you.
He's not an unlikable guy. He's actually like pretty sociable unless you do magic, and then he's immediately like, get the fuck out. I don't tolerate
How
that
does it feel
bullshit.
about robot people that are probably powered by magic?
Oh no, you're not welcome. Sorry, Church.
get those droids out of here. We don't serve their kind here.
Like,
Yeah,
at
what
first
is
he
that,
thinks
Mike?
it's weird armor. At first he thinks it's weird armor. He's like, hey, what you looking for?
He doesn't look like the normal. If you check my little spell here, he looks like the vagrant.
Mhm.
Does
Okay.
Mike have to do a roll? Ooh. Oh, you're gonna be so upset if Mike succeeds this roll.
14. It would be if you...
Make a perception roll for Mike, because he's in charge. He's taking it. And make a performance or sneak roll. Okay.
Do this.
Okay.
Do this. 12.
All right. Don't worry about it. Don't do a roll. He doesn't notice.
Okay. He's just like, what do you want?
You disguise yourself, but you still have a much heavier step.
Yeah.
Than
it might be just
Oreo.
Does Mike know any of you? Mike knows
You do a
Polaris.
good job of loosening, like taking soft steps. You're on your tippy toes when you.
Would Might recognize me if he's ever been around.
Have you had your helmet off? I feel like you.
Not usually. Not like in public. It would have been more like at home, so probably maybe not.
He doesn't recognize you. How about you, Oreo?
You go on a mission with Oreo?
We never met.
I've been on a mission, but have you been around? Mike's been more around.
Did you go on that mission with Amari?
I went with.
Where you both like stole from the armory and shit, and then went to the place.
Oh my! Wait.
No, I helped.
Wait.
You get out of town, and then.
No, because there was
the first Might mission.
Yeah, I went with Might. Did Amari? The first one we did. Yes. Oh my god.
You guys went to the resistance camp together.
Yeah. And you slept with the guy. I remember now. Okay. Good. Okay.
How are you?
I am good. Hi, buddy. Like it's been a while. You're running this place.
Job. It's so easier on me than like all the other jobs. I'm getting tired, man.
Huh.
This is great.
I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks.
Of course. Yay.
It's too appreciated.
Of course. We're all returning a leaf here.
Friends, I recognize Polaris, but who's this little guy over here?
Me?
I don't know. Whoever answers first.
Little guy over here.
Might is a dwarf too.
He's a dwarf, so he's short. So he's like, "Who's this little guy over here?"
Timmy.
Timmy.
What?
Your friend Oreo's half off if you give me a good tip.
Half off if you tip more.
Oh my god.
It's a joke in the business. But no, you're it's no big deal.
So yeah, sure enough.
He gets your
you
drink.
guys,
And one water, please.
You guys know you're on the way to the on
Give
the
me
way
a
to the
double.
back.
Church just stayed silent that whole conversation.
Give me a double.
It's for the best. Mike would lose his shit. So yeah, he gets drinks. He's sociable. He's nice. He's like lost his shit on a magic user, like who did like a magic trick. It wasn't even a magic user. He just did a sleight of hand, and Mike was like, "No!" And then like,
You see Oreo really uncomfortable. Just like trying to like do anything. Like just the little hair. She's finally growing out her hair, so she's like braiding it. She looks really nervous.
And as you're braiding it, you look down and it's actually Abathur, and he's like, "Yep, right there. All right, good spot. All right." Good.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's like, "Hey, good to be back in Bastion, right? All right."
You just start humming?
Yeah.
Oh,
Are you all right?
I just remembered a song. It's called "Scratch My Back."
sing a little bit of it, and then I can play it along.
Lean on me when you're not strong.
This is a terrible disguise.
Be your friend.
It's all right. They tried to paint me earlier.
I
so
noticed.
sorry.
Church, you need to stop talking.
God.
You use the disguise.
So you're in like this back room, and shortly after you're there, little Milo comes in. He's got like a full suit on, right? He's a little shaven up.
He's all
He's got-
beautiful.
Yeah.
He's got his hair. He's
now.
got like a hard
Yes.
comb over and cowlick going on. Then
Oh,
he's
well,
All right.
hang on.
Wow.
Is Milo gonna recognize me?
like,
It's gonna be fucking bad if he does, because now
I think he gets a perception roll because you were here a long time. Might just recognize your voice, right? Well, you might be working with him on this, or is it just Polaris? Milo can be in and cool with you if you want. Milo is still an ally.
Well, he also brief forward Oreo with the sketchy stuff.
What? Because like on foundational grounds, would Milo have any issues with this as a person?
You killed the guy that let him get his job.
Yeah.
Oh, I told you that I can bring in Rio, and you seemed cool, so I let you know.
You've been a little. You know Milo has been involved in some shady stuff too.
Yeah.
At least Oreo does.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, so then I probably would have meant that I know where Rio is to you, and then when you were like, "Oh, that's cool, whatever," then I would have let you know.
He might be a don't ask, don't tell kind of thing.
Oh, okay. Well then.
A little bit like, oh, I didn't see anything.
Hey, Milo.
He's like, good to see y'all. All right. And he goes up and he's got like a high chair essentially. He sits down, he slams down some papers. He's like, so, how's everybody doing? I see we got some new friends here. We got Oreo. Oreo, where you been? Why aren't you been here?
I've been.
Oh, you lived here.
Not anymore.
She's been helping me. We've been getting to know each other.
Right, well, Oreo, what's that water you? Come on, let me get you something better. He goes,
No, thank you. I don't.
What's up?
Get us the triple shot. Shots of Jameson. We're getting fucked up out here. All right.
I thought you was gonna say. I thought you were gonna say.
I expect a good tip. Joke. Okay, but not really. Okay, I'll be back.
You thought you were gonna go all barista on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Shortly into the conversation, Mike
he's always decent. Mike is always decent at his job.
Consistency. Yeah. Milo's like, hey, so been looking around, talking to some people, trying to get over to the mire, right? And he's got a big map of surrounding areas out. He's like, all right, well, you guys came to the right person. I don't know. And what do you look like right now, Church? You just look like a...
I look like the Vagrant, like one of the last people that I killed, but this one isn't the male, I am the female.
Okay. He's like, don't know this person. Is this person cool?
Very cool.
What's your name, stranger?
Shakespeare.
All right. Yeah. Sure. He just keeps going. He likes this, like, all right, whatever. Shake and bake. All right. Going over here.
No, that joke. Oh, Milo, you're so adorable.
So, we got a few. Might have a few leads. Get you guys out of here, out of town. Off to do whatever you need to do. So, first one. I don't know, you guys. What do you guys want? You guys want the least magical or most magical ones first? We got three options here.
Mike comes in, he's like, "What?"
Rule of three.
He like drops the drink
he's
down.
Like, Mike, you didn't hear anything. You didn't hear anything. Go out.
Fine.
Get out of here, Mike. You didn't hear anything.
Leaves. He's angry.
Yeah. He's like, oh, he does his job consistently decent. It's hard to fire him. But like he's really rude to some people.
But he's really good at what he does.
I know. I wouldn't say good. I'd say decent.
He's like a solid 9.5 at his job.
So anyway, most basic of them. You guys know about all these Tritons living up on the shore, right? You guys know about that? You didn't know about that?
No. Well, I mean, is it on my map? And I show my map yet again.
So if we look over here on the map, actually we can go over. We're gonna go over to this map. The actual. We're not gonna use this one too much anymore. We're gonna be point crawling it up.
Oh.
But he pings. What is it? Shift left click to.
Yeah, it's shift left click to get anybody somewhere. Yeah.
Right about in this square here. He's like, so there's been a Triton encampment set up there for some time now. There were some jobs up there that nobody took. They've been dealing with some, I don't know, they've been coming out of the water for some reason, right? They don't want to live in the water and they're fucking fishes. Like, what the hell is going on there? Anyway. if anybody's got a way across the ocean, they're probably a good start, right? They're fish. They're also probably pirates and probably have some ships. So that's one.
That all sounds good. Reassuring. Yes.
Yeah, great. Also, they've been ravaged by gnolls recently, so they'll be looking for help. Have fun.
We can help on a pirate ship.
Isn't it like going the opposite way that we're trying to achieve right now? Like the sketchy stuff.
It's getting us there, sweetie. See, if we go across the water, it'll get us where we need to be faster than if we go all the way around for it. So.
Okay.
Well, next one. Had a job. I actually met these people. I actually went out on this one, and he points the map up here. This little spot. What was Oreo on that job?
No, but sorry, that's Michaela. Sorry,
I don't remember who you were playing.
Zambog and sorry, my voices I cannot really change. I can go really high or really low. Yes.
And he's like, yeah. So, have you guys heard of this like Sinclair Foundation people? They're from hell. It's wild. Anyway, so a little while back, I went out with some people. Zombor, Sky.
I mean,
some other cool. I'm actually kind of want to look up who was on that job.
Yeah, Zambor, Shira. Was
Shira.
Milo.
Yeah.
Shira, Zambor, and Milo.
Anyway, magical place up there, right? There was some contacting us. Some signs coming through. We fixed it. Well, I fixed up the stuff. They didn't really know the fucking ass from their hands. Fucking 2 left feet dancers over there.
Oh, you. Oh, my.
Pulled out some survivors from hell. Some of them didn't make it, but apparently they've been in hell for like 1,000 years or something. But now they're out. They're all kinds of interesting fellows. I'll tell you right now, Rio will not get along with their boss. He's a real high energy go-getter, and I know Rio doesn't respect that too much. But they might have some kind of magical. They have something connected. They live in what's called like a nexus, like some place that channels magical energy. Maybe they could port you over or something. I don't know.
You can get to hell by accident.
Yeah, or you go to hell. Either way, you're in for a ride.
These big adventures are getting kind of intimidating.
Yeah, it's they're loads of fun over there. I'd recommend them. They're good people. I don't know. That Zombor guy. I haven't heard from him in a while. He really made that whole thing happen. We're gonna be attacked by this huge group of orcs, right? But Zombor, dude, fucking pulled out this dungeon master guide and made them all play Dungeons and Dragons, and he really calmed the situation down by fucking playing a game. The dude was a diplomat. All right.
Yeah.
Impressive.
It was a weird trip. All right. He's like, we got one more lead for you guys. All right, saving one of the more mysterious ones for last. Been working with some of the scholars up at the library, tracking magical flows, currents. It looks like there's some kind of teleportation stuff going on the far west, and I'll show you guys over here. I'll reveal this last one. There's this there's the Soul Rook, old castle, biggest castle around. Probably used to be the capital of something huge over there. Now we haven't really gotten too close to it. I know that's really dense gnoll activity over there. But there's something there that might help you. Anyway, that's what I got for you. How y'all been? How's it going?
Anyway,
we down for some more drinks? Oreo, you haven't touched yours.
No, thank you. I'm not thirsty.
Real's like through his. It was through his before the conversation even started. He hasn't drank in like weeks. Yeah, and he's an alcoholic. So
we gotta keep him coming here. Have Oreos. Oreos weaking out over here. Oreos
just kind of like reaches across and grabs it.
At a very consistent time. Mike shows up and is like, anyone want another drink?
I'll take another.
Consistently decent at my job, so you can have one.
Church declines.
Oh, okay, no big deal. You want some waters instead? I can.
Nothing for Shake and Bake. Shake and Bake said nothing. We'll take care of it. All right.
No. Okay. I got 3. No worries. I got this. Bye.
Make it 2.
2.
Just bring the whole bottle. Just bring the whole bottle.
Bring the whole.
Yeah, bring
sweet,
the whole.
I can do that. Okay.
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
No big deal. No big deal. Good tips. Okay.
Exactly.
Brings it back.
He's just. I don't know. He's the guy, Mike. I feel like he might stick around here for a while.
He might. We're not sure. Might stick around.
Might.
So, any of those sound any interesting to you? We can find out some more details if any of them sound. Triton's one is the only one without magic, but I don't know. We haven't really had much cooperation with him.
I had spoke to pirates to get here once. Maybe pirates are a nice bet for new adventures.
Just
potentially.
Traveling by sea, pirates are the least of your worries. Don't worry about the pirates.
I know. But when they stick to the coast, it makes it easier.
Because y'all are great, but if your ship sinks out in the middle of nowhere, you're fucked.
I know.
Would it be worth it to...
Teleportation in hell is terrifying.
Yeah, teleporting to hell is pretty great.
Thanks, Milo. Look, this is
I got another meeting to run to. Thank you guys so much. Sorry, I'm really busy these days. You guys can stay here and talk it out, look over some of the notes and stuff I've left.
You need me to take care of that problem for you?
No. It's a great meeting. It's with Leah. We're going over New Holiday. We're trying to spruce it up a little bit. She's kind of on the end of like her broody phase. I think she's really coming around.
Oh, is she taking like a new haircut or something?
I don't know. I'm just trying to get her wear less black. So, like, we're out at a funeral, Leah. And it's like, anyway, thanks for voting for me. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help. I'm a man of my constituents. It'd be nothing without y'all.
Didn't vote.
He'd say that. He goes, that's a fucking problem right there. All right. And he leaves.
He was valid. We can ignore that. He would have voted. We were out in our absentee ballots got weird. So, anyways, no big deal. Take care of your people.
All right, Mike, I'll check in on you every now and then.
We know.
Peace.
Bye.
And he leaves.
Bye.
Leaving you alone in your little room.
Okay, so this is exciting.
I grabbed the bottle and like half of it already. Just
interesting vacation.
As you're chugging, Polaris is like, and we're being good guys, and we're doing useful things. This is terrifying. Oh my god, what we're doing? What are we doing?
Magic is completely off the table, is what you're saying.
I don't like the hell idea.
I don't either. Thank God. Oh my god, thank God.
No, the notes didn't say going to hell. There's just a chance.
That's all I heard in my head, though.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to get away from hellish stuff.
These all seem particularly dangerous. It's funny that you pulled me from a mountain, but never mind.
Yeah.
Don't think it's dangerous. It seems so dangerous. Maybe we should think about like actually never leaving Bastion ever again.
But
I would love to do that, except small problem. I murdered somebody.
Shh. You said
a little less.
You're hungry. Yes, you're murmuring to yourself. Yes, you are.
Okay, so Bastion's not an option.
No.
Are you intoxicated, Rio?
I wish I was. Not yet.
No, it's not good to be intoxicated the whole time. Okay.
You know, you say that, but I've missed it.
And
I finished the bottle.
Oh.
Make a Constitution save.
Right,
you
bitch,
haven't drank in a while.
I was waiting for this.
Oh,
a
10.
Even Stevens.
Even Stevens.
You're not sloppy, but you're drunk. You're feeling good. You got that warm feeling in your chest.
I don't miss it. I don't miss it. I don't miss it.
I have
miss it.
heard of the pleasures of drink, but has never taken part for obvious reasons.
It's hard
Is
to
it good?
explain. No. I mean, yeah.
It's very
Oreo,
good.
make a wisdom save.
Oh.
Let's see, wisdom saving throw.
I imagine it's like
Alcoholism
being oiled.
strikes
Oh.
again.
You're fine. You are fine. You are like, no, that's the old me.
That's the me.
That's the old me that would go on killing people. It's
Fucking little snake comes up with an AA pin, like, here you go, bud.
yeah. Snake's like, Oreo, I'm really proud of you. You really are sticking to your guns and your convictions. You're like a whole new person, Oreo. I really
And you
respect
look
that.
across the table and Rio is down the bottle.
You don't need the juice to have a good time. Be above that influence.
So there are many tasks here. Do we know what exactly we want to do?
If magic is off limits, we're not going north.
Okay. Then pirates? I can handle pirates.
You could, but if we sink, I'm not a good swimmer. You know.
Pirates
I
or
don't want to do
privateers?
teleportation.
What?
Pirates or privateers?
I could probably handle privateers.
There's a difference. It's very important. Are they pirates or are they privateers?
Would you recognize the difference right now?
A pirate is a marauder. They rape, they pillage, they kill, they take what they want. A privateer is more like a mercenary, an individual paid usually by some form of throne.
Thank you. Merriam-Webster dictionary.
Oh, that's such a nice name. I like that. Anyways. Thank you. So, essentially both do whatever the fuck they want. One's to get after money, one's after they get the money. So, what would you prefer? Having the money first or getting the money after?
Do we have money?
I point at Church.
You guys do have a fair bit of chunk of change.
Oh yeah, we do actually.
I've been saving up.
Yeah, you
I haven't
never
been
stop.
spending any.
I forgot.
Whatever task gives more money takes my vote.
Well, we're doing this because we're
Good people.
getting money eventually. Yeah.
So you got Nexus traveling with a coked up businessman.
No, thank you.
You've got
I
going to
refuse
the
that one.
west to the ancient old castle nobody's been to in a while.
Yeah.
It's got some
So-
sort of teleportation way. And then you have the Tritons to the south in the Bastion Bay.
Yeah, it might be there.
You can always go towards one and then change your mind at any point.
I'm just saying, people are our thing. We're good with people. You're also good with people. Let's stay with where the people are.
I believe you are extremely incorrect.
Hey,
You just don't believe
that's
it.
offensive.
Everyone here has a depth of social lacks, including myself.
Social lax? Did you just say I have social lax, Church?
Yes.
Anyway, I
I
think
find that to be very wrong.
Thank you. Thank you, sweetie. Okay, so, Church, I suggest you stay quiet, and I'm going to do my spell suggestion.
Oh,
Church, make a wisdom save,
what?
I assume. Now, you
I
can't
suggest
cast
you
it.
stay quiet unless you
You
have something
don't
nice.
have your invisible suggestion spell anymore because you're
Oh, I
no
know.
longer a snake. So everybody will know you're casting a spell.
Hold on.
Oh man.
What elements will make them know? Let's do this.
I'll wait
Okay,
till
voice and oh shit,
material.
voice and material.
A
Okay,
snake's
Make it
tongue.
Make an Arcana roll, also, Church, so you'll know what spell is being cast.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I know what it is.
You'll know what it is. but you cast this. What's the suggestion? What are you doing?
The suggestion is I suggest you sit down and be quiet unless you have something nice to say. So it's compliments only.
Oh.
Heck yeah.
What's the saving throw?
Wisdom.
You beat it.
Which?
No, he didn't roll.
No. You didn't roll it yet.
Oh, don't beat that shit.
No, our save now is like 15 or something.
Yeah, I think right. Because it's my wisdom is. Hold on, I'm going to my core.
What's your charisma bonus?
I'm pretty sure she
a
got
4.
4? All right, yeah. It's 15.
Yeah,
DC.
Church's lights turn green. He turns towards the nearest sitting area. He sits down. He looks Polaris up and down, because the other command was only say things that are nice, right?
Yep. So you can be quiet unless you have something nice to say.
For many organics, I believe they would find you a suitable mate.
Ha.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you.
So you'll know this happened when you'll know exactly what happened. When it wears off.
So, anyways, now that he's calmer,
I would not mind seeing the ocean.
I like that. The ocean or where the people are. Rio, what would you like? You're part of the group. We like your opinion.
What about that castle? Was there anything even there?
What was the castle one?
The one with the teleportation old device thing, with all the knolls there. That are blocking
No,
the way.
the knolls were up north, right? Or the Triton thing.
No, the gnolls were also a problem with the pirates as well.
I don't believe the castle had any gnoll things.
You just want to avoid the gnolls?
Rio, you are an excellent warrior. I would feel safe with you nearby when facing Knoll kind.
Oh my god, I like church better this way.
Are you trying to take advantage of me while I'm drunk?
Nobody's trying to take advantage of you, sweetie. No.
So, how much when you see this happen to Church, Oreo and Rio, how much do you think maybe Polaris has already cast a spell on you? And you just don't know it yet.
Oh. Huh.
Like, because using enchantment magic on your own friends is one of the evilest things you could do.
Yeah.
I'm getting used to this being with people, guys.
No, I'm good. I think I'm great. Yeah, I'm good. No. Never mind. Stuff.
Yeah, I think Oreo, you get that little voice like, oh my gosh, she does. Somebody disagrees with her, and so she just magics them to agree with her. That's quite the.
But isn't it the thing you wanted
to do?
You wanted me to do something similar to that too.
No, not to anybody. We're good. We should out and be friends.
Hey, Oreo, sweetie, are you okay?
What are you saying?
Did you have an opinion? Straight to the class.
Did you have an opinion as her magic? Like,
I guess.
If you have an opinion, would you like me to whisk it away for you?
I think if we're going to be working together, we should not be using cheap tricks to do it.
What?
I mean, let's. Do you?
Yeah, she is a cheap trick.
No, not yet.
Oreo, you are a kind and honest person. You say what is on your mind.
Aw.
It is an honorable trait.
That doesn't make it okay, though.
gonna
That's nice, but doesn't make it okay.
A little weird. Can we...
I suggest, not magically, that we should maybe go towards something that's not magical for once. There's always magic making us much more corrupted than we are. Actually, should be. I would go to the ocean.
I like that.
Okay. Ocean. Sure.
Are you okay with that, Rio?
I suppose.
Church, what is your opinion?
I think that you dress well. Most people don't really think to take time for fashion. You do so. I find such things to be odd, but they are impressive when applied by yourself.
That's so weird. Why is he talking like that?
What?
What?
Oh.
Not.
I'll drop the spell. So now, because I'm like, oh yeah, oh sorry. Hey Church, so what's your opinion? I dropped the spell. I'm like, oh yeah. So.
You cast magic on me, manipulated my mind.
I just made you be quiet for a little bit until we could figure some things out. Where did you want to go, sweetie?
He stands up and
kind of just looks at you a little. Definitely looks a little upset, but he'll just say,
next time, perhaps just ask me. I care not where we wish to go. It is your decision.
The thing you said. You lying.
About what?
Me being a warrior.
I was not lying, no.
Okay. Good.
Thinks you're a great warrior. Oh no, like that insecurity. Oh, baby. The most insecure edgelord ever. He's like, I hope everyone thinks I'm the baddest warrior. And then Chuck comes from alcohol.
Oh god.
So,
pirates, yes, pirates.
All right.
Pirates.
We're in agreement. So you, I think at one point, Mike knocks on the door.
Yes, he comes in.
And he comes in. He's got a list. He's like, he's got something about.
Oh, Kristen.
If y'all are looking to take any more hands on deck with you, and he throws down a list of people. If you guys would like,
Milo,
we can make some new hirelings to go with you.
Milo.
If you want, we can just make them. Milo is not coming.
Milo's twin.
Milo and Leo are not going to their deaths here.
Dang it! I wanted both of them.
Wait a minute.
These
We're
are
going to
other
our
people.
deaths? Hold up. What'd you just say?
I mean, going to your deaths because you're going to the water.
Right. Yeah.
I heard something else.
Right.
Huh.
Make wisdom saves, everybody.
I want to create somebody
Oh,
new.
no.
Heck yeah.
Do you guys want to take a person or two with you?
Sure. We need some allies.
all of our shit.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
good
gonna
idea.
have some.
we
should
draw
take
more
some-
attention the more people we have, so...
Oh yeah. Oh,
Let
yeah.
them have ginger hair, please.
Oreo, you flirting.
Thirsty.
Oreo needs a girlfriend.
I'm just trying to stir up some
What's your
trouble.
idea of a perfect
What's your
date?
sign?
It's a double Capricorn with the sign of Scorpio.
He's gotta have red hair, okay?
We gotta have the same Starbucks order, or it's just not gonna work.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So, do you guys want an NPC tag along,
Yeah.
or do you not? That's what I'm asking you.
I'm
Yeah.
We can
indifferent.
always find one along the way.
I like
I'm happy with
mouthpiece
whatever.
for mouthpieces for Tom.
Oh, I got Abathur. I'm set.
He's already got one.
I know. Abathur should have a lisp.
Somebody-
Just saying.
No.
Yeah, he's gotta have a
Perfect.
lisp. Nope, he's gotta have a
Why?
lisp.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
Why
Because-
does he need to have a list?
It would just be cute.
Because...
Abathur.
Okay,
But,
got a lisp.
No.
No. Yeah.
Who do we have as an option? Yeah.
No, you guys can make the person. if you
Oh, we're
want.
doing the character creator right now.
We could
Create
make.
character
we could make a
creator.
little. I mean,
Should we
they're not.
make a roll for everything like we did for Kristen's character?
Oh, yes.
That might be
Bring
involved.
Alexa down with us. Yeah.
I mean, they weren't gonna be a full. They could be like. Well, you guys are level 5 now. They could be like a level 1. Like they are not strong. They are not. These are. This is somebody to carry your shit.
Do we want to make a
and to
level
check
1
for traps.
NPC?
Do we want a local NPC?
I'll put.
Hey.
I'll give me the sheet. I'll put it up on the stream.
Heck yeah.
Let's
I believe-
add. Let's do a
I just
character.
love creating characters. Just
Just
like
gotta,
one of my favorite
you just
things.
gotta make them available to everybody.
So we haven't played since Kristen got the other one, right?
No.
Is that still a canon thing? Like,
Oh yeah.
That's amazing. I love it.
We're
so
making
much.
an NPC.
So you want a rando to come with you to help carry, because that is the thing. You guys it's a long trip.
Yes.
And you guys can decide if you already know this person or whatever.
So we're gonna roll a chaotic evil character, right?
Oh my god, I don't think we need that. We don't need that though.
We could very quick. How do I edit?
If you just click
all
About
players.
him.
Yep, click
Up
the
to
sheet,
the
all
dice.
players.
By all players. So it's at the very top. It's
The help.
called the help right now.
I see. I'm gonna open her up, and I'm gonna go to
Alright.
character sheet, and I'm going to. Someone began. Yeah,
Oh,
somebody hit.
I did.
Please,
I see
as
it.
long as I can see it. As long as I can see it. I just wanted to see
Should
it.
I
You're good.
see
Okay.
something?
Go
Maybe
to the help. It's a thing, and then go to the character mancer tab.
All right, we're skipping straight to the stats because that's what we care about, right?
I want to go
Sure.
race. Okay, fine.
We can decide the race after the stats. all
Okay,
right?
after the
Okay.
stats.
We're rolling for stats. 46 dropped the lowest. Ba bang. Oh boy.
Oh no! Oh,
Aw.
they're all so bad.
Poor person.
All right. So what kind of are we rolling randomly for it?
Oh.
Yeah.
Do it.
3, 4,
Yeah.
5, 6, 7,
We came this
8,
far.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Just give me a 1d50. Go from there. I don't think there's 50 options, but
You got no kill.
I don't think I can actually see it happen in real time. I wish I could.
So I'm rolling a what? Sorry.
1d50.
1d50.
Yep.
Okay, how? I'm
38. Wow.
Yay. You're
That's
quicker
a
than I
lot.
am.
Roll a lower number next time. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Yeah, that's not working. Let's go back to Cam.
22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 29. They are a tiefling.
A tiefling. Okay. Okay. It's like Orlith. They suck, but it's okay.
Alignment 1d9.
1d9. 1d9. Let me be quicker about this. I cannot do this stuff with the blue dice. It's not
Oh,
working.
chaotic evil. All right.
Perfect.
We're just doing standard tiefling.
Everything we ever needed.
Perfect.
Is...
What class? 1d12?
1d12. Okay, got this one. Oh.
10.
Too fast.
Okay.
Sorcerer.
Okay.
We both got the same number.
Yeah, it's fate.
So do you guys want a magical? What do you guys want? I don't know if I want to do this completely random.
They should
What
be
are you
able
guys looking
to.
for?
Somebody
You
who
guys want
knows.
to heal a bot? Do you guys want somebody to pick somebody up from 0?
We need.
They're level
a...
1. There's a good chance they will die if they are in combat with things.
Oh, never mind.
They should be able to.
Support.
I'm good for like a healer buffer scenario.
Yeah.
Like a Leah 2.0.
Yeah, they're level
Yeah.
1.
Okay, I'll make it. I'll do more of that stuff.
Okay.
But we decided randomly their race,
A T.
their stats, and that stuff.
Perfect.
So what does they look like? Gender: male, female, ambiguous, other, neither,
Huh.
none is the better act. Not neither, none. Michaela wants to be a girl with red hair.
No, it doesn't have to be a tiefling. No, it's fine. It's fine. It
Yep,
can
and we'll
be.
name her Kristen. That's what we'll do. She's the fucking devil.
Let's make it a. I want it to be for this one a boy. A him. Yeah.
All right.
And he's gonna have. What kind of hair, guys? Silver.
Yeah, silver.
red hair.
Yeah.
Red hair and his okay.
That's silver hair. All right, cool.
Silver
We'll get more stuff next time.
Okay.
Uh,
He's a tiefling boy.
A
young,
Man.
boy.
young, old. Why do you guys take him along?
He was at the ocean before. He knows ocean. He knows water.
He's an impressionable young lad.
Yeah.
Who
Hey guys.
really wants
I-
to be an
How's it
adventurer.
going?
I have something that would tie him right
Go
in.
ahead.
How?
I believe this individual. We don't have a name for them yet, but I think that they have a knack, a talent for music and performance. They have heard the tales of Polaris and her influence in the many taverns across the land, and I think looking for someone suitable to train them in the musical arts. Perhaps they have found her.
Okay.
Like it.
Yeah.
I'll take
Polaris,
it.
how expendable do you see this person?
I'm a good person. Like literally, I believe in goodness of people. That's why I finally want to be able to apply my skills. So I like them, especially since they like me, and I'm like, oh my god, thanks, sweetie.
A fan of Polaris.
Tell me how much you like me again. Oh my god, you're my favorite.
All right. So we can hold off on going too far since Josh is gone, lost to the abyss. So when in doubt, give me a wisdom save.
All right, here it comes.
Let it be.
Let it be. Let it be. 13.
13's good.
Do I still feel a tug? Do I feel anything? Do I
You
get the
feel
tug?
it. You feel it pulling you, but you don't move.
This is going to be a problem.
What, baby?
I think maybe you could correct this, given time. You could work on yourself a little bit.
I will do the Forge Father's will. His path for me will take me in the right direction.
Exciting. We will die.
Apparently that direction is on a boat with a bunch of people who I owe my life to.
I like the way you think.
I wish there was a forge on a boat.
I don't know. We could get to a forge. We'll find a city. Get to a forge.
So, where did Josh go again?
He stepped away for a moment while we were making a
Stepped away.
character. Yeah.
Okay. Because I don't want to go too far without Josh, because we got plans.
I can be real.
So
You
we.
can be real. That's good.
So I think we can have when you guys go to leave, right? Eventually, maybe if you hammer out your plans, and like immediately, the first Polaris, you're the first person out the door, and immediately you see this young, I don't know, like 5'4", tiefling boy. He's got a lyre in his hand, and he's like, oh my gosh, it's you! Hey, I love your music. How's it going?
Oh, hey!
Yeah, I've been practicing myself a little bit, I guess. I know you come around, you do shows every now and then.
I
So
do.
if you're like a,
You want me to sign it for you? Oh,
I'd love that. But like maybe
What's
more
your
like
name?
like an understudy role. I don't know if you're accepting the applications.
Applications.
But if you were, I don't know, like because you're in and out of town, or I mean, not that I've been like stalking you or anything, but if you want me, I can.
We're about to leave town again, sweetie. I'm so sorry.
Oh, could I come with you? I mean, I don't really have anything
What?
tie me down to Bastion.
What?
Uh,
Who
Oh.
is
This
this?
is right as you guys are starting to leave the tavern. Polaris's number one fan has approached.
Am I still drunk?
Yes.
Likely.
How much can you carry?
Oh, I can carry lots. I have like a whole. You look at it. He's just don't have a great strength score, but he can sure try. He's like, I can carry anything you need me to.
I look at Rio, like that older sibling thing. I'm like, oh, but he's so cute. Can we keep him? He's a puppy. He followed me home.
Here, carry this. And I've got like a pack, and I just.
He goes, oh, yeah, sure
That
thing.
means
I'll
he
carry
likes
it."
you. Come on, buddy. What's your name
Alright.
again?
Oh, my name is. And this is where the insert name thing
Mhm.
pops up.
Yeah.
Video game.
Enter your name, yeah.
Enter your name.
Everything pauses.
What is his name?
Oh my god.
Cordelius Lear.
Yeah.
Okay, I get.
Cornelius. Like I said in chat, this guy is absolutely the chef from Ratatouille.
He is chaotic evil. We just don't know it yet.
Oh, that means he likes you. You're
haven't
part of
seen
our team,
Ratatouille.
Daddy. Come on.
So yeah, it's a nice little thing.
Mm-hmm.
Rio,
Yeah, I like your mug.
you're make another con save for me. You guys were probably discussing planning out
Oh, jeez.
trip a little bit. Make another.
Hold it in, buddy.
That's right.
Hold it in.
Do this shit. Motherfucker.
12 isn't bad. You're not sober, but like you're sobering up, and you can tell you're sobering up. So like you drank a lot. You probably went to the bathroom at some point during that talk. You broke the seal a little bit, came back. But Rio, as you guys are starting to head out this busy tavern, two individuals, well now three with good old Cordelius here, that draw your interest. One, sitting at the bar, chatting up Might a little bit. We see your brother Tatsuo.
Oh fuck.
Tatsuo would recognize Rio
Immediately, like.
immediately.
No.
Can he approach
You
him?
okay?
Yeah, you can see him. You can.
I like
Just-
try to turn away because
just
like
sits
I'm
down.
like clearly like fucked up.
And Tatsuo, you know, your uncle has been asking about Rio because
Yeah.
the last encounter we did a roll for his reaction, and your uncle will love Rio regardless.
Just sits down. What the hell are you doing here?
What's it look like I'm doing? I'm getting a drink.
Why are you in town?
Suddenly so interested.
There's no drinks out somewhere.
No,
If
I have
they-
to distill everything myself. It tastes disgusting.
It's better than having your head on a pike, Rio.
No one can see me here.
No one can see you. Well, that's funny. How is it that I saw you?
Why are you asking so many complicated questions?
Listen, you cannot be here in a place that you frequent with me most of the time. This is like a kind of place where people are going to recognize you.
I'm not wearing everything. I'm fine. No one cares.
I
Makeup.
wouldn't be so sure, Rio. You can't play with stuff like this. What are you... I haven't seen you in a week.
Tatsuo!
Oh, hi, Polaris. Why aren't you guys back at the hut on the mountain?
Oh, we're getting some information.
I
We're
could have
gonna
brought
leave
you
Washington.
alcohol. I could have brought you information.
Oh no, it's not about the alcohol, sweetie. Even though Rio
He-
loves to indulge.
Fucking Tetsuo immediately goes over. Yeah, I know I owe you a lot of money,
Oh.
sir. Don't worry. We'll get that
Sorry.
gambling debt paid. You guys cannot be here right now.
It's a public tavern.
We are
Yeah,
leaving,
but
actually.
you're a
He's got a
wise
point.
man.
If someone comes up, I like the idea of like a cop coming up, be like, "What's going on here?" And then Polaris is like, "I suggest you walk away now," and then he just walks away.
Oh my god.
We do not need to see it. The identification.
Yeah. Don't worry, Tesso. We're actually leaving town.
Leaving town. Back to the hut?
Oh no.
No, we're leaving.
Where are you
Do you want to
going?
win?
Don't. Why?
No.
Are
We're
we
going on
just?
We're
Why
going
are
to
we
go.
telling everything?
Because we're going on an adventure, and I'd like to invite your brother. Oh my god.
You know what? You know what, players? It's okay. I don't need to know. Rio's a big boy. He doesn't need his little brother knowing everything about where he is.
But would you like to come along?
Excuse me.
You two are so
I'm-
close. It's
I'm
my
very
favorite thing about you two.
I am very busy with many things in town, and it would be best if you guys do leave, Rio, you especially. I don't want to see another night like before. All right.
So you don't want to see me again?
I'm not saying I don't
That
want to
is
see
not what
you
he's
again, Rio.
You always jump to the worst conclusion.
You've been drinking, haven't you?
Yeah, he
Oh yeah, you can smell it. Even
I
in
take
a
the bottle from him
bar.
immediately, and I just chug it on the rest. I just say,
Not you too.
I was
just-
You know, we
finishing
don't-
that.
yeah, well, I finished it for you, no problem. And I put it down and I pull it over to him. Look, I say, listen, wherever you're gonna go, whatever you're gonna do, it's none of my direct business. All right?
I'm going
I-
home. Not
you're-
home. Home.
So you're doing it.
Yes.
Good.
I'm thirsty first.
Yeah, I pull the drink away from him if he gets any closer and just take another swig. I just say, good. You've been talking about it long enough. I'm sick of hearing it. You mope a lot, brother. And just pushes it over. He says,
You
I
want to
wish
talk.
we need to talk.
You're one to talk.
Oh, I'm one to talk. Oh,
Oh my god,
I guess it
hate when you
runs
do
in the
this.
I
family.
don't like it.
Listen,
Open communication.
we don't really need to make this conversation go any longer than it already has. Rio, I wish you the best of luck on your journey. Maybe staying sober most of the time will keep you alive. And I get up and I like backhand the bottle and take it the rest of the way.
Tatsuo, would you like
I
us to
was
pick anything
trying.
up for you? We'd
I
like
look-
to get you a gift. Like,
Look,
is there
I
anything
said-
you like a t-shirt?
Yeah, I would love a gift. Bring my brother back alive from wherever you're going, okay?
Well, of course, silly. We'll find out. I'll find out something you'll like. It'll be no big deal.
I look at him. Yeah, before I go, I'm about to step away. I bring him close, and I say, "You find whatever you're looking for out there, and you get the hell back here." And I shove him away.
No promises.
I'll leave.
Oreo, they're like this. Don't worry. They'll get over it soon. They're in a little rough patch. It's no big deal.
I'll go back to my
I'll go
table.
up front. I'll start
Alright.
up a little song. Don't worry. It'll be okay. I'll meet you back at the place in like, I don't know, 20 minutes? 20 minutes?
It's longer than a 20-minute walk.
Well, I'll be 20 minutes behind, silly. Oh god. It's okay.
As
He's
you,
drunk.
yeah. So that was the second person of note to Rio. And the third, I
Oh
think
god,
at
I
the
have
end,
2 other
didn't-
encounters
Well, the
before I
first was
leave.
Cornelius. Cornelius, we already got.
Oh my god. Who's
Not
the
so well.
third?
As
Who's
you
the
guys
third?
go to head out, you see sitting at one of the table. You see somebody raise a drink towards you, give you a little wink. As you see Amari sitting at the table, looking at you guys.
Beautiful bastard. Oh my god.
Bye. I'm gonna go do a concert.
Doesn't say anything, but that's it. He just...
Saw you. He saw you.
He chuckles a little bit. Goes back to his game of cards.
Too
Kind of
good.
like fist on the table.
Yeah, and we can end it there with you guys starting your journey, your preparation out. You managed to
This
skip
is so
the first
fun.
dungeon.
We're back. We're back.
To no,
exciting?
don't go to the first dungeon. That's the bad idea. We're skipping that one.
No. No. No.
I was
We just
ready
wanted to
go.
subvert all of your well-laid
No,
plans.
this-
Yeah, I know. I was
Let's
like
go get the
pushing
loot.
forward, and you're like, "Do you
You're
keep
the
going?"
ones
I'm
that
like,
don't get the loot or the lore, so that's fine by me.
I mean, like, you're talking about where church was going?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was immediately just like,
Strong
if everybody's
ending,
gonna
like,
stop
hey,
him.
Hey guys, this way. This way. We're getting started.
I didn't go into the place where the dragons are dead.
I-
or where
I
my
was
friend
ready.
Died.
I was ready for Tom to send me a message. I could kind of like sense the thing. I was ready for him to just be like, "Just go." I was like, "I'm gone."
No, I'm cool with skipping it.
Oh, okay. God, I'm really
It's
worried
not
about
like it
what
goes
that is
anywhere.
now. I'm
And
really
as per usual, the world is a living place. Places you don't go.
Yeah.
Other things will happen in your stead.
You guys, just a sec. Wait a minute. Wait.
You have all fucked me.
We're really good at that, don't worry.
That's amazing.
It'll be great. Church will have to get the little thing in his head figured out before he walks off the boat to go back to where
I'm
he's
going to die.
We'll just tie him down.
You guys are gonna have to
Before we
save
go to
me
sleep.
from my siren. Wait a minute.
We're gonna like tie him to the mast before we do anything.
Wait, have you guys all seen Frozen 2?
Yes.
I haven't.
Oh, you haven't?
I don't
Okay.
mind spoilers though.
There is a song. There is a song that Church sings. Wait, how's it start? What's the first? Oh yeah, what's the first?
I hear you, but I don't. Some look for trouble, while others won't.
There's 1,000 reasons I should go about my day.
To ignore your whispers.
Wish would go away. Whoa.
That's me.
Disney
That's
princess.
the Church is a Disney princess who has a siren call now.
Heck yeah.
Oh no, the rest of the party can deal with the siren calls. Those will help.
Very good session. I will close out the stream. Thank you to Amazing Players for everybody being absolutely amazing. Thank you to Tom for bringing this world to life. We are back in season 2 of Stars of the Shattered Skies, chapter 2, whatever you want to call it. We have returned, and we will be returning on Wednesdays at 7:30 p.m. When we are able to play. Feel free to catch us. It's a really good time. Hell yeah, as you have seen thus far. Very cool.
Yeah.
Thank you to those who may have joined us. Super appreciate you guys stopping by. Everybody have an excellent week. I will see all you streaming on Friday. So, catch you soon. All right, take care. Bye.
Bye.